on, get in there. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
Yes. 3 points again, innit?
Yo.
Yay, who is outside, blood?
Who's outside, blood? Someone's playing GTA, bro.
Someone's playing.
I think it's because my window's open.
Oh,
As long as we know, innit? As long as we know. I'm joined by AB, a Liverpool fan.
Oh, Andy Robertson.
Yes, man.
You see the way the wind took off my glasses. That's the way Liverpool gonna take off the expectations like a thief in the night. We're coming, man. We're coming. The slow horse, the small horse. We're coming.
And of course, I'm joined by Ernest, a Manchester United fan.
9 L's last season, 3 L's in September. Here we go.
Hi-yo! Listen, before we get into that, of course, people, we got to get into the comment section. Yeah, Oscar is not around. You know what I'm saying? People are asking, where's Oscar? Where's Oscar? Big up Tahar says, big up top 4. Cho is starting. Man like Cho, of course. Callum Hudson-Odoi in reference to that. We are also live at the City Ground. What a friend. Mate, guys, do yourselves a favour. Get an away trip down at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest against Burnley. Everyone in Nottingham, Burnley will be at that game. There's no reason for this game to be on TV.
Why do you like these bogus nights out? Like, you love it. Burnley, Nottingham.
Oh, mate, listen, I love an old, you know, like that grit.
He just likes being around white people, you know.
Sheffield.
Bro, you know what it is? I like that. Oh, listen, even if you're black, can you sound like that? But all grit,
nah, man.
Grit.
If Theo went to an all black pub, he'd be like, nah, mate, this ain't it.
Listen, this Prince of Peckham, I'm not on it, bro.
Listen, I'm used to fish and chips today, not plantain chips.
Listen, guys, I'll tell you about my trip to Goodison yesterday. It was lovely, jubbly. Big up to Taha. Shout out to Nave. Said, hold tight the Mandem in European competition. You know them way there. That's including all of us here, funny enough, on the panel. David says, big up top 4. How's everyone doing? Hashtag.
You saying, David, man?
Top 4. Taha, good question. Where is Oscar? We can't see him. Where is he, bro? Where is he? Man's out in Edinburgh doing work business. Oscar ducking the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I said, I wanted Oscar to read my show comment. Don't worry, Oscar will watch it, bro. Oscar will see it. Don't be fooled. Oscar will see it in due course. Don't you worry about that, people. Baraka says, big up the broskies from across the pond. You done know, Baraka. Big up yourself. Nathan said, bang your doors for AD. He's locked up. Man is saying you're in pen blood. Yeah, for real, though.
For real.
For real. It looks like a room where you do nothing but press ups, blood. You know them ones there. Big up to Nave.
One rep.
Hey, listen, on the other hand, man is saying you're looking fresh, blood. You know what I'm saying? After that win, 3 points. Nath is showing love to Ernest, saying big up yourself. He's not ducking the smoke. You're done though. You done know. We'll get into Manchester United very, very soon. Let me be very careful with what I say there. Lola says, hello, gents. What's going on? Big up Lola, obviously, family of the channel. And yes, I mean, the comments are coming in. Listen, no Robin. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? I hear all of that. No Robin as well, boy. Tahar says, Nottingham is a university spot, bro. F that place. Hey, my youngest brother goes to Nottingham Uni or Nottingham Trent even. I hear you.
Are there two of them?
Yeah, there's Nottingham and Nottingham Trent. Nottingham's all right, though. It's a little, you know what I'm saying? It's all right, man. I don't mind Nottingham. It's all right. Baraka says Falcons, Braves, Bulldogs, ATL United. Didn't ruin my weekend. Can't say the same for Chelsea. The less I say about the Blues, the better. Taha, never in doubt. I do this for a living, okay? Every comment gets read out. I'm not like Oscar, you know, ducking and diving. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea made Clivert look like 2005 Dino. Clivert, you know. Yo. Nottingham is the slums, man. Okay, let's go, people. Let's get into this real quick. We've got to kick things off at Old Trafford. Mr. Ernie Mac. Manchester United 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 3. My God. Were you shocked? Did you see this coming? Talk to us.
I wasn't shocked, and I saw this coming. Can I end my segment here?
That, ladies and gentlemen, is this week's top 4 podcast.
This is it.
Tuning in on Monday next week.
Guys.
No, Ernest, it's time to dress your team, please. I need you to take center stage and have a word about your manager.
What does that say?
Oh, okay. He's got a dossier there. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, run the agenda, please. The floor is yours.
So, like the jobless individual I am, I watched the game again this morning.
Flipping hell.
So, man, the thing is, guys, let's be honest. What did we see on Saturday that we hadn't seen at least in 8 of the 10 years post Fergie?
Bruv. Fam.
What is the genuine what's it called? Ocular evidence that it makes the difference between what you guys saw in the 3-1, what you saw in the 2-1 against Brighton first home game last season, what you saw in the 4-0 under Ragnick season before.
Ernest, no De Gea, no Maguire, no Cristiano Ronaldo, Eric Ten Hag. We need a word.
But were they the reasons we lost the other games?
They were the reasons that the fans gave.
Yeah, but come on, we know United fans don't know football.
Okay.
No, guys. I am the outcast of my community. I am called negative and moody all the time. I'm like, guys, what is there to be excited about when your team hasn't won the league title in 10 years? Listen. So the first thing I saw in the first 2 minutes of the game, 2 minutes. Also, don't believe this propaganda that Man United were good the first 15 minutes of the game. That's cap. We just run around a lot.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Would you argue the case that you guys created chances at the start? Rashford was having fun on the left and whatnot.
Until a team gets 100% possession, you are always going to create chances.
Yeah,
that's not something. I think that unless you're looking back to like Van Gaal's first season where we're doing loads of like 0-0s, that should be expected of a team that's trying to fight for Champions League football and in the near future, hopefully by the grace of God, the Premier League. You should expect a team to create chances. That's not the issue here. Nottingham Forest are not a good footballing side, and yet they scored 2 goals at Old Trafford. That's not creating chances. Is not the barometer that people think it is. So the first thing I noticed was what I've noticed for most of the years that Fergie's been gone. Manchester United players are not comfy on the ball.
Oh, yeah. Mate. I noticed that. I noticed that at the Emirates the last game, bro. Flipping.
No, David, we got to the halfway line. The reason why Onana had more touches than like our forwards was because we get to the halfway line and Anthony and Rashford don't know what to do. You saw against Brighton, yeah. I felt so sorry for Højlund. I felt so sorry for Reguilon. I can't believe I found myself defending Reguilon at work. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe what was happening. So the first things first, yeah, I noticed that they're not good on the ball. And if that's not scary enough, I could end the pod here. I could end the pod there. Manchester United players are not comfy on the ball. Second thing I noticed, by the 18th minute, we had 7 passes that led to a ball going out. Casemiro is the 7th passer of the ball, and the ball goes to the advert board. Yeah. Brighton had 16 passes that led to their first goal, and about 30 that led to the second goal. Most of Brighton's passing was in their own half, which means that by the time they'd got into the opposition box, it was surgical stuff.
Yeah, straight.
It was surgical. Again, if you have a team of players that listen, I am not a football. Thank you, Nathan. I am not a football connoisseur. I don't pretend to know the game. I just know what I know. Pascal Gross I'd never heard of before. The team that Graham Potter had after, is it Chris Hughton? I had never heard of half of them before.
Fact.
This is not a go and buy quality. This is, if you don't have the quality, get a coach who can make, lemonade, lemon sorbet out of rotten lemons. Because ultimately, if you tell me that our team is quality, we've suffered in two ways. You know when people will always say, like, oh, United's dead, United's dead. We're dead in one of two ways. We've signed quality and made them like everyone else, or we've had rubbish and everything else has been affected by the rubbish. Because ultimately, if I look at other coaches, I think to myself, hold on, how is Leandro Trossard at 27 years old looking? For me, he's Arsenal's best left winger. Oh no, I'm not. I've always said Martinelli's good, but he's got too much AFCON. Leandro Trossard is a better footballer than Martinelli. He's a baller. Yeah, take the goal away. Take yesterday's goal away. He's a baller. Yeah.
He is. Marcus
Rashford has had too many inconsistent seasons to still be the linchpin of this Man United team. And I've always, and not always, sorry, but I genuinely believe if Marcus Rashford is the linchpin of your team, it's scary hours. It's scary. It's scary.
It's a fantastic point. Scary. I think the numbers that Rashford was putting up, say, last season, and we've had a season, was it lockdown, where
so his two best seasons, his two best seasons are last year and lockdown.
Yeah.
And listen, again, I don't have any issue with Rashford as part of the team, as part of the squad, but there are better left wingers out there. There are. That's the truth. But let me go on. I don't want to waste too much time. The fourth point I put down: Scott McTominay is not a footballer.
Well, Man United fans not calling for him at the Emirates.
Because what we do is we overreact when we lose. I'll give you an example. The issue that people should have said that they had with Rashford on Saturday was not that he didn't pass to Højlund on 2 occasions, is that Rashford doesn't pass first. Rashford's issue is he shoots first. He shoots before he thinks. And the issue is, we're not at Wimbledon. I keep telling people, football is not Wimbledon. It's 11 men. It's 11 men.
Oh,
it's just, I don't get it. And that's why when you guys, I don't know if you guys thought I was going to shout today. I'm not angry. I'm numb. This has been going on for 10 years. I'm not fussed.
I've become so numb.
I'm so numb. You know what I mean?
We're keeping that Linkin Park theme going, boy.
Real talk. Because people are blaming Ten Hag, yeah. And this is my ultimate question. Is it culture or is it coaching? Because we know it's a bit of both. Now hear me out. When it comes to coaching, we can dress him down, pause, anytime we feel like, because we know if Postecoglou can implement his style in 4 games. Gary O'Neill was at Wolves 4 days before the Wolves game, and he was able to implement a style that should have gotten Wolves 4-0 at Old Trafford. Yeah,
right.
I was watching Culture Cam's Fuad and Mayowa. Shout out to the man them, that they're too funny. And Cam's is saying that there could have been a huge chance United go into the international break with no points. Wolves should have been 4-something. We lost to Tottenham. Nottingham Forest were 2-0 up at Old Trafford. And they just sat back and decided to not pursue anything. Arsenal beat us as well. So there's a huge chance Man United don't come into the 5th game against at the end of the Brighton game with no points. So, there's things we can say about Ten Hag and say, you know what, you are not implementing your style regardless of the issues that you're facing. The issues you're facing are huge. But Brighton had injuries. So what's really good? Are you telling me that a midfield that has Scott McTominay, Casemiro and Eriksen can't fathom or muster a 1-1, 0-0, 2-2. You can't draw against, like, you can't. Like, is it impossible? Now, I refuse to believe that, just like I said about, Brighton's recruitment before, I refuse to believe that just because the players are bad, in my opinion, that they can't get a W or a draw. We don't have to lose. We don't have to lose. So we can talk about, the manager and say, yes, he hasn't coached well. There's questions. I have more questions than answers this year. His in-game management is pathetic. Unless Højlund's removal was because of injury or whatever, there is no reason why he should be off the pitch. The other question
your fans made that clear.
I haven't seen that response from a fan base since Oli was manager. Honestly, I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that in a while.
Boo a substitution. Trust me, we've been there. We've been there a few times, and that's you've hit a low when that happens. Nobody's in agreement with you. And what do you think of the reaction that he said? He's like, that it's good that they kind of booed, because it was like, he kind of tries to spin it.
Ten Hag is very confusing to me. Ten Hag confuses me. I agree with his motivations. I just don't get his delivery sometimes. Like, the initial point of Jadon Sancho, I'm all for. The initial point he's making, you're not doing your job as a player, you're not playing. Come, I ain't got a problem with it.
To make it public, though.
What do you mean make it public?
No, as in he's saying to make it public, surely that's not the right move to make. Which
I need us to stop doing this, because Pep Guardiola does this all the time and no one says anything. I need us to stop doing this. Jose Mourinho did a full speech about football heritage that we all raved about. Let's stop this.
No, but Ernest, look who we're talking about.
No. That can't run. It can't matter who the name is. It can't matter who the name is.
I'd say, Ernest, I'd argue this though, with the Guardiolas and the Mourinhos of this world. Yes, they're unprovoked, and normally they've got that piece ready to just go off on a rant anyway. But we would have never heard about Sancho had the question not been asked. What's the deal with Sancho? How comes he's not in the squad?
The truth is, you wouldn't have heard about Sancho, but you would have still been asking why Sancho can't get into the team.
Yeah, but then what I would argue is what would he expect? What would Ten Hag expect from Sancho when he dresses him publicly?
Get your nut down, crack on, and fight for your place in the side.
Fight for your place.
Sure. Don't get me wrong. Sure.
No, absolutely. I hear that.
Mate, I hear it too. Believe me, I hear it as well. But his clapback was very different. It's not like his clapback was, why you dogging me, dog? You know what I'm saying? It was like a case of, no. I disagree.
He said the manager's lying.
He said he's lying, exactly. So his is a bit more of a, how can I put it? There's a much more of a debate and argument.
Let's have the same energy we have for other players. The guy was wrong.
No, I'm not saying he was right. I'm not saying he was right by any stretch. I'm not saying he was right, but I don't think Ten Hag was right either.
It's not helpful to the situation. Look, you've just gone and lost.
Please put up Lola's comment. Okay. Because I don't understand what's happening here. He didn't call him lazy. He said he's not meeting the standards in training.
Yeah, no, sure, but as in, I think because you never hear it. The thing is, you never actually hear when somebody's not playing.
So he must have been abysmal then.
What I'm saying is, there are players all over in different clubs, all over the league, who are not up to standard, who are not performing. Like, Pepe, for example, right? You never heard nothing said about Pepe when asked a question. We're given, he'll always make up some sort of spiel just to cover the guy. Obviously, he knows the reason why he doesn't play him, and Pepe knows the reason why, for example, he wasn't in the squad. But
what do you think is worse, when a manager says that you're not doing what needs to be done in training, or questions your ability as a footballer?
No, I think questions your ability as a footballer would be worse.
There's no comeback from
that. And Jose has done that, and Pep has done that.
Yeah. But the difference
Jose said it was Luke Shaw's body, but it was his brain. I am not turning up to training the next day. Are you crazy?
Are
you insane?
The thing is, though, the characters.
Pep Guardiola said that he doesn't think that Kyle Walker is up to scratch for what he requires for the team. This guy's been here since flipping Pellegrini.
And what happened? And then what happened after that? What happened after that? What happened after that?
They both turned up.
Thank you.
And that's it.
So what's the issue?
That's the benefit. There's a benefit here. I don't see.
But that's on Sancho, my bro.
No, but you can't say you don't see it when the guy hasn't even come on the pitch yet.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, so we have to wait. Because
the thing is, we definitely have to wait.
To me, it's a win-win for Ten Hag. If Sancho comes on the pitch and doesn't turn up, he was right. If Sancho puts up a performance we haven't seen in 3 years, he was right.
I don't know, bro. You can't keep losing games though. The way things are going.
No. And this is what I'm trying to get you to say, David. Say that the manager needs to be winning games, but don't say what he said was wrong.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but that has nothing to do with Sancho.
I'm on the other side. For me, I don't feel like it's right for a manager to call out a player. Any manager, doesn't matter who the manager is, Mourinho, whoever the case may be, right? Obviously, I've loved it because it's Mourinho rinsing his own team. Not even just talking about Luke Shaw or whatever. Mourinho has dressed every club that he's been to, for example, and it's hilarious. It's great to see, and you know, the difference I think with like a Sancho and Ten Hag deal is you manage your players differently according to, you know. Sadly, you manage your players differently. So, for example, like
Sir Alex was sent to the mountains.
Yeah, he got sent to. But the thing is,
Sancho.
No. Yeah,
he was sent there for 3 months.
The thing is,
that to Maguire. He didn't do that to McTominay. He didn't do that to any other players that we don't rate. He didn't do that to anyone. He was lenient. The last time I saw this happen to a player was when Brendan Rodgers sent Raheem Sterling to Jamaica and said he's working too hard. He's tired. Go chill, bro.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
In my opinion, was on 346 bags a week.
But that's where we should start. But that's
no. This is what I said to you.
We made the argument when you signed him that this was a problem.
No. But this is what I said to you. Is it culture or coaching? Because in this case, it's not coaching.
After 10 years, Ernest. After 10 years, this is culture. All them coaches,
David. Thank you.
Wait.
But you see Sancho's case though. What's Jadon Sancho's best position?
So for me, I saw him play. I believe it was right wing at Dortmund.
Was it right or left?
I feel like it was right. It was left.
I thought it was left. I could be wrong. I thought it was left. You know, like Royce, I feel like how Royce has 1 game a year. So my man was covering Royce the whole year.
I feel like I remember highlights of Jadon Sancho on the right. I might be wrong, but for me, again, I didn't want Jadon Sancho at the club to begin with. I thought that the guy was a good player. I just think if you want a winger, back to the point I made a few weeks ago, I think it was last season about Pep Guardiola, that to me, a winger has to be a threat. I'm so sorry. A winger should not be Jack Grealish. Yeah. I like Jack Grealish. I think he was great for Aston Villa. But the signing of Jeremy Doku is a warning.
Sure.
It's a warning. Because, brother, I keep telling people the Centurions beat the treble winners. The Centurion starting 11 will beat the treble winners simply because of nothing but pure, like, ruthless attack. Sterling and Sane were moving mad that year.
Was Morris there, or he come after?
Morris, I don't think was there. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I don't think he was there. He might have been. But essentially,
the Centurions the first title under Pep.
The Centurions is the first title.
Bloody hell!
The first title.
There was no Morris.
The first title. They weren't great. They weren't great in Europe, but Morris came 18-19. Name for saying. So for me, I feel like the fact that he's come with a Jeremy Doku tells me everything I need to know about what a winger is. The Manchester Derby last year, they beat us 6-3. And for me, I feel like we had, I think I even tweeted it, we have 180 million worth of wingers on the pitch, and none of them are creating anything, none of them are doing anything. Anthony scored a banger, but a goal to me doesn't signify you've played well. It doesn't, to me. Yeah. So anyway, what was the point I was making before? Yeah, that the Jadon Sancho thing, I think, these are things that are out of his control. If you've done what you believe is the best for a player to turn up and do his thing, and he's still not, there's nothing more you can do. But I think the point I was making initially was Pelistri. If I'm Pelistri, the question I'm asking is, what do I have to do to buy a game? Do I have to bribe somebody?
Garnacho?
Garnacho plays on the left.
Yeah,
but,
I was going to say,
but to your point, why he doesn't bench Rashford over Højlund, I will never understand. Because the one time something positive happened for us, unfortunately, the ball was out of bounds. Rashford cut inside and actually made an assist instead of shooting everywhere. And for me, I don't understand why he doesn't do that more. Now, people are saying that he's had to get used to being the sole talisman in the attack. That's still no excuse for using your brain.
Yeah, because I would argue, by the looks of things, Ten Hag is throwing his eggs in that Rashford basket where it looks like all the football is going through him. And because it's ironic that he's always picking up that ball on the left-hand side. Finally gets to play on the left because obviously he started the season, obviously he's centre forward. Things weren't necessarily clicking, it weren't working. We know him to be better on the left-hand side than we do up front. But it was apparent, and obviously you said you watched the game again, it was apparent how often that ball was being fed to him. And it made me think, okay, well, obviously they're not going to go on the right because I think you had Bruno Fernandes on the right.
Again, even all of that,
what's going
was
on?
Weird.
Oh,
because I was like,
whatever else,
because I was like, hold on, is this a diamond 4, or is this
apparently
is this a 4? Because I looked here and I was like, hold on, like Bruno's playing on the right, but he's also playing centrally. It's weird. So I think in attack, I think it was 2 forwards. We had Rashford on the left and Højlund up top. But in defense, Bruno would come and add as a third body on the right. And then on the right side it was Bruno, McTominay, and Dalot. That just sounds like hell, because what I saw in terms of attack, it's mad. The last 10 years we haven't fixed our right side. Our left side has been so much better than our right, whether it was Memphis Depay and Luke Shaw and Rashford, all that kind of stuff. And even at some point, even Sanchez. To be fair, he was terrible. But our right side has not seemed we haven't replaced Nani. Do you know what I mean?
Would you say Di Maria was the replacement? That didn't work out, obviously.
Di Maria plays centrally a lot of the time. Di Maria plays centrally. If you watch that Leicester goal where we were 3-0 up, Di Maria is number 10. Di Maria is number 10.
Great game that was.
Oh boy.
Well, no, in the end, I know.
Yeah.
But it was a great game nonetheless.
So let me finish my other points and then I'm done. Yeah. Players don't trust Højlund yet, which is annoying. United will always have chances. The quality and quantity of the chances is the issue. I think I've said the rest in my points already. So I'm not at boiling point yet, because I said to you guys while Oli was here, or when he got sacked, the next manager has to be given 3 years. And in those 3 years, he needs to be given every single player he wants, which I believe Ten Hag, most of these guys are his guys. That's what I believe. Yeah. Outside of Casemiro and Højlund, every player, barring some of the auxiliary, every player has a connection to Ajax or Holland. I believe that these are his guys. I think when Ed Woodward left, Richard Arnold and John Murta said, we're going to give you what you want. Onana, Leitner, Malacia, Eriksson, Anthony, Mason Mount. I believe that these are his guys. So for me, I believe give the guy what he wants. If we flop, it's because of him, and if we win, it's because of him. The issue that we're having this year, that's not Ten Hag's fault, is we have too many injuries. Wan-Bissaka has become one of the members of the injured squad. They're talking about 2 months.
What was he actually injured? Was he actually injured on the weekend?
So this thing is a hamstring. So we're going to the Allianz against Leroy Sané and Kingsley Coleman with no specialist in 1v1. Yeah, we're gonna get moved to anyway, but now it's like it's gonna be worse. And so I feel like Ten Hag has been backed to a certain extent. My issue is that it seems like if he doesn't trust, he only trusts the players he trusts, which is the argument about Anthony and Sancho. And I think in many ways people are right to criticize him, because if plan A isn't working, do you not have a plan B? Like, so I mean, like it's just silly. Go on.
What I would argue is, I'll tell you my gripe with Ten Hag in general. You already know my beliefs with this guy, right? He was not the right man to solve the problems that are at Manchester United, right? He's not the man. And of course, you know, he's not jumped into the palace and you know, things are fed for him on a silver platter. He has work to do. And this is the reason why I doubt him, is because I don't think he's cut out to do the work that's required at Man United. United is a mess. Okay, and that's fair enough. It's a mess, and it takes men.
It will be if De Zerbi comes as well.
Exactly. Every manager. Listen, Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal. These are the people that entered the football club and have dressed Man United down. And so, if and we're talking, when you go look at Van Gaal's like CV, when you go look at his time in football, the guy knows football. Mourinho knows football. These people they've been there and done that. Whether they've got the quality anymore, whether they're cut out for it anymore.
When we talk about expertise,
exactly,
we're talking those two managers. Yes.
If I'm giving a lecture in Harvard about coaching, these are the kind of people that will enter the room. Yeah, and Guardiola will be the student, because they're still learning from people like Van Gaal and so on. What I find, you know, so my issue with him is this. Obviously, that what we're watching live with Ten Hag right now, we know he doesn't seem to adapt to games. We know that he can make mistakes, but he doesn't rectify them. We can see the fact that, you know what? Yes, United finished third last year, but what is third really last season? What was it really?
Great question.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's a case of like, okay, best of the rest, fine. You know, if United is meant to be best of the rest, okay, fine. But when you peel back the wall and peel back the curtain, you know, there's a hell of a lot that United there would have been a lot of papering over the cracks. You know,
the foundation that third sits on is fragile.
It's very fragile, of course it is, and it's a case of, you know, we said when the big teams wake up, aka Liverpool, who have woken up from their slumber last year, and they're just putting points on the board, unbeaten.
Did you see Salah's performance on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, what's there to discuss? We're talking about world-class talent who might have a bad 6 months or a bad year.
Hey, speaking of world-class, this is why it pisses me off when Man United fans talk about Bruno Fernandes, because you watch Luxembourg, and Luxembourg is the size of Cricklewood, yeah? And then you come and tell me because he got 3 assists, he's a bad boy. When it matters, it's funny because Brighton I wouldn't even blame him for Brighton. But there's other games previously where I'm like, brother, like, these are the guys that are meant to turn up for me.
Ernest, everyone can go to the gym and bench press. But when it comes to the world's strongest man competition, when it comes to backing beef on the road, you have to be cut out from it. This is the next level. We're not talking about, didn't you see how sick it was? He benched 120. Okay, he benched 120 in his house. Fine.
With a spot.
Yeah, with a spotter. But when the beef kicked off,
I tell man all the time, yeah. I tell man all the time. Everyone's a number 10 until a real number 10 walks in the room.
Well, this is it.
When I see people like Erdegaard's performances recently, I look at Maddison, I look at flipping De Bruyne. I'm like, guys.
The thing is, Ernest, yeah, I would not even put Erdegaard and Maddison in this conversation. Like when I'm talking about when you said when the real number 10s that you bring,
but they are the real number 10s.
You bring in Kevin De Bruyne. That man is cut above.
No. When we talk about ballers, there's levels. Then there's levels. My point is, Maddison and Erdegaard can sit in the room with Kevin De Bruyne. They're sitting in a different chair, though. No, they're sitting on a different chair. Okay. We can play this.
Let's argue this. They could be in the boardroom, but they're on the stool when De Bruyne is on the high chair.
But they're in the room.
Fine. Fine.
That's what I'm saying.
They're at the back. They're at the back.
With
They're
the
at the back.
Where's Bruno?
You know what the ball boys?
No,
Adrian, thank you.
He's outside the door. He's at the door. He's outside the door looking.
He's a receptionist.
He's keeping the he's exactly that.
Exactly. Receptionist.
He's giving them he's giving the Erdegards their accreditation.
Yeah.
Because when I talk about tens, I'm talking about people who do more than give the final ball in the final third. And Bruno is a beast at that. Bruno's a beast. He's getting the water, he's getting the coffee. Do you know what I mean? When we talk about real number 10s, we put Bernardo Silva, and he's not even playing this flipping position. That's what we're talking about.
I ain't seen him play number 10. I've never seen him.
And I know for a fact, if he came to United and played number 10, we are hooping down. Do you know what I mean? It's mad.
Are we being harsh on Bruno?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
No, wait, Ernest, stop there. Adrian, are you taking the piss?
Yeah, no, I'm the daily serious.
Yes, you are. Do you know why you are? Because you've watched him since 2020. And you're asking that question now.
Honestly.
You've got 2 to 3.5 years worth of portfolio. Yeah. And you're saying, are we being harsh on the guy?
Adrian, do you know who he is? He's Lukaku in that famous picture of him when he's with the other youths, his age. That's Bruno.
Nobody is taking Bruno Fernandes at their football club. Nobody.
I'd take him tomorrow.
No, you wouldn't.
Adrian, you wouldn't. Because you see Bruno's a man that you watch on Brazil Scout, you watch on Sky Sports when they put the highlights up of the brother, and Bruno will take you to the cleaners when it comes to the highlights. Bruno will show you some stuff you think, bruh. But you see that moment of the highlight is the moment for him. There's no other moments. There's no other moments.
Ernest, I want to take it a little bit further. Yeah, we're probably not ready for this conversation yet.
This is harsh,
but you see that on your left wing, I'm seeing another Bruno Fernandes there, mate. Oh, okay, you're ready. All right, cool.
Pete,
right.
The thing is, I've come to the conclusion Peter doesn't respect me.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? Because I'm not a Man United fan, innit? So obviously I don't watch it with
Peter doesn't respect my opinion.
With the intensity and scrutiny.
Peter doesn't respect my opinion. Peter does not respect my opinion.
What do you mean?
Peter doesn't respect my opinion.
Okay, listen, so there's 2 Bruno Fernandes.
Was it on this pod or was it at my shop? And I said, we're about to give Rashford a new contract, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I said we're about to give this guy a new contract, and I don't know. And I've reached the point where when I don't know, it's a no.
Are we going
because Adrian, do you know what we have here? Do you know why you're conflicted about Bruno? Because Bruno's a match winner.
I'm not conflicted. Yeah.
No, because the thing is, what's football about? Scoring goals, yeah? It's about scoring goals. And so goals and assists matter. It does matter. Don't get me wrong. It does matter. But let's have it right. He is not useful at Manchester United. And it's not okay. And the thing is, Man United cannot afford players like that at the club.
Adrian,
they can't afford players like that.
Is Salah more than a match winner?
Yeah, so Salah
is Alisson more than a match winner?
Yeah.
Is Van Dijk more than a match winner?
You're damn right.
Is Trent more than a match winner?
Yeah.
Is Robertson more than a match winner?
How long you got?
Adrian,
you need at least 5-6 of them man there, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And then everyone else fill in. You can't have blood.
You can't have players who are only match winners. That's my issue. My point is football is like, for example,
in a functional team, I think you can.
In a what?
Functional team.
Are we functional?
Man, they're not functional. That's what we're trying to say, bro.
Literally, I look at your front lineup. We're slagging off your 2 bits of quality in the whole side.
But Adrian, that is the issue.
That's the problem.
The issue. Quality. You don't take it away.
No. I would like a scenario where Bruno Fernandes is if we're in a situation where he comes off the bench the way Calvin Phillips comes off the bench for City, I'll be happy. Have you also noticed that since we stopped getting penalties, Bruno doesn't get as many goals?
Well, here's Lola's point. The numbers and stuff like that are not even been that high. But, and that's why the veil has been torn. We are seeing him for what is going on.
Let me add on here, yeah. You see this era of Gerrard carrying teams, blood, is done, bruv. You can't do it, blood. You need a team, blood. That Gerrard era of carrying man on the back, blood.
But David,
is done.
To Ernest's point though, he wasn't. You said Gerrard carried Liverpool. Bruno does not carry Manchester United.
He's not even carrying, bro.
They're not carrying.
Do you know Bruno's problem? I think he tries.
Which one?
No, I think he tries to. I think like with regards to Bruno, like when you see Bruno forcing it, when you see Bruno shooting from 30 yards away, when you see Bruno trying to force balls that simply ain't on, he's saying, "Hang on a minute, what the hell is going on here?"
Adrian, you're not even wrong. The problem is I need more.
The thing is, let's cut the BS, guys.
Bruno
Fernandes is not good enough.
Oh,
Rashford is not good enough. They're not good enough.
I think we're throwing the baby out of the bathwater.
Until their performances improve.
Nah, you're throwing the baby out of the bathwater.
No, Adrian.
I can't believe I'm looking
at Adrian, look at the landscape. Adrian, look at the landscape. Take the coach aside. Look at the landscape. Most elite teams, if Manchester United are trying to be that, have most of an 11 that are competent.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying to you is the best players in that team are above just competence. And then you can get into a match winner.
No, Ernest, AD's taking the piss now.
Because you know what it is.
I'm genuinely not. Bruno's a chance creating machine. He is. I'm looking. He plays loose 5-yard passes, and
that's not good.
That's the problem. Let's not dispute the guy's quality. Let's not eradicate.
Adrian.
He's not good enough.
Adrian, where does he start at Liverpool?
If we bang 4-2-3-1, you'd start.
Adrian, where does he start at Liverpool?
If he played 4-2-3-1.
Adrian,
you don't play 4-2-3-1.
What player are you taking out of that midfield?
Yeah, first of all, they don't play that. Secondly, who are you taking out?
Who are you taking out of that midfield?
Simple. Szoboszlai, McAllister, double pivot.
But Szoboszlai does more.
Sorry, you're having Szoboszlai and McAllister and Bruno Fernandes as your midfield. You'll be like Manchester United. Are you joking?
Just leaky,
that's
bro.
The problem.
Giving Van Dijk more work, man.
Hey, we need to give footy agendas. We need to give footy agendas a yellow card. He said Bruno is an elite passer. That is a disrespect to elite passers.
Steady on.
You can't be an elite passer who's limited. That's an oxymoron.
I think I know what you're saying. As in, like Bruno's ability to play high.
Bruno's only ability is around the 18-yard box.
100%.
Give me him.
100%. No, but that
Adrian.
AD.
All right.
By the way, a pitch is 105 meters, yeah, and the penalty area is 18 yards. Okay, do the maths. Like, there's a lot more to this thing than what we're seeing. We need to stop the nonsense. Listen,
Bruno feeds Darwin Núñez. He's doing it. You could put the ball into Shaw, but he's doing it.
And when he's asked to read a pass,
yeah. Fairs.
You don't know, but don't say fair. That's key.
That's part of the game, man.
That's key.
So put up numbers. Just put up numbers.
Have a look at this. I can't believe you actually. This is your midfield.
You're a joker, man.
Whoa. Newsflash, we haven't got a number 6, have we? So what else can I do?
Oh, sorry. Bruno Fernandes is your answer.
You want me to... Hey, careful with the mic, bro.
You asked me when I take Bruno Fernandes. Of course I'm
furious. His comment about not having a 6 is Bruno Fernandes. I'll tell you what.
He's defending, Brad. Is this guy having a laugh, mate?
Adrian, I don't want to make this about Bruno Fernandes. My whole point was when it matters, Bruno does not turn up.
Yeah, he doesn't. His big game record is spooky.
And that's not just in the big games.
And when
That's
he
not
does,
just in the big games.
and when he does, it's too late because that tackle he did on Ansu Fati, great block in the penalty area at the end of the game, but the game is over. It's over. That's the time he rocked up because
Man
it's
said
not
last
that,
minute, don't comment.
not that he should be blocking every challenge or whatever else. But the Man United's midfield, we saw it. Match of the Day did this piece where they had all 4 midfielders close, like they're in the same living room. No spread, nothing. And Brighton just said, "Thank you very much. We'll put you in that corner and we'll go ahead and pass." We're talking about Pascal Gross of
Hey,
oh,
I'm taking the yellow card off of Footy Agendas. Put his comment on.
Okay, let's have a look. The bigger game is more valuable. Sorry, the bigger the game, the more valuable the possession, and Bruno cannot retain the ball.
Yeah.
He's built for small leagues. And you know what? Yeah, it's bang on. It's bang on. And the thing is, what at the end of the day, we can go back to, since Sir Alex left, or since Van Gaal left, or Mourinho, or whatever, or even Oli both times, or whatever the case may be, right? What has changed? Because guess what? A lot of players have come and gone. And you could argue the players are bad. You could argue the players are not this and not that and whatever else. But look at it. We're still seeing the same stench is at United. The smell.
And we're asking the same questions about quality.
Guys, go back and watch the last couple of years of podcasting we've done.
We're saying the same things.
We're saying the same stuff.
The same things.
So at the end of the day, and they've got Casemiro in there, they've got freaking Varane in there, they've got players. And
hey, Casemiro's scary,
Well, honestly, they need to give him a medal. Give him the keys to Manchester at the end of the season.
No, but even last season, when his pass completion like 65% or 70%.
No, but Adrian, I think that there was a lot of noise made about the signing. I would still do the signing if we could go back in time, because it's clear that at Madrid, the 2 players that played with him were just as important. The 2 players who played in midfield that were just as important. But at United, as bad as he is, he also plays with McTominay, who had, I think, 27 or 29 touches of the ball here on Saturday.
What do you mean? What do you mean 29?
No.
Is he C-check?
No, he's not. No, he's not good. And why United didn't, and this is where United get a red card, one of their red cards. If West Ham say 40 million, brother, drive him down. Take a Concorde, do something. Just take him down. Take him down to East.
Honestly, because remember, as you said, that how United fans were quite reactionary when you're losing and stuff, and it's like bring McTominay on and whatever. He's got the energy, he's got the pace. The guy was blowing. He was blowing because Brighton were passing him off the mark.
Bro, he was being demanded of. I think was it on TalkSport? What's it called? Oscar. I think it was 29 touches or something. I think it's the entire match. I might be wrong. I think it's the entire match. But
midfielder.
But they were talking about on TalkSport and on I think it was Soccer Saturday. They were saying that because Scott McTominay has been scoring goals for Scotland, Steve Clarke has gotten a tune out of him. But you see why I hate this country.
Oh, for sure.
But you understand. But you get why I hate because Jude Bellingham, is being talked about because he's scoring goals. If Madrid start losing and he's not scoring, they'll say he's not playing well.
Flipping hell.
This is what pisses me off. That's why when they said, Grealish has been worth 100 million. No, he hasn't. Let's stop the cap. He's had 3 months of good football at Man City. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. You know what I'm saying? So Scott McTominay, I've said everything I need to say about this youth. He's dead. I'm never going to trust the individual, but his football ability is terrible. It's below par. He should not even be at flipping Burnley. Like, them man will ball him out the park. He's not good.
Nah, for real. Listen,
David.
He's not lying.
David, did you watch the footballs they played against Man City on the first day?
Yeah.
Can he hang?
No, you can't, bro.
You can't hang.
And by the way, those goals he scored for Scotland. What tournament do Scotland play in?
Hmm?
Yeah, let's look at the bigger picture, macro.
Come on.
Let's look at the macro. How many caps has Scott McTominay got, and where has he played? Because he's not playing. He's not playing further than the Faroe Islands.
He was a centre half about a year ago.
Hey, listen.
In the back,
He was the starting centre half a year ago, exactly.
They'll qualify for Euro 24 and get bopped, bruv. They'll lose.
Qualify who? Where? Qualify where?
I saw they're second in their group.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, they'll be out quick. Don't worry about that. when Scotty too hot, he's doing absolutely nothing. Don't worry about that.
No, he's actually terrible.
Oscar, you're a liar.
Are you moving mad?
No, it's as mad as your comment. You take Bruno at Liverpool.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. He's a chance creating machine. Like, I understand things aren't working. I understand he's got his limitations. Right. Of course, I'll take him.
I'm not gonna lie, he's just stressed though. Oh, that comment ain't as bad as Scotty. Actually,
I'm struggling. No, because the thing is, Ernest, you know this. I know this. AD must know this. If Bruno Fernandes became a starting member at Liverpool, they decline. So therefore,
they do decline.
Exactly. So my point is,
decline in terms of synergy and cohesion.
Hey, listen, I ain't talking about percentage of decline. I'm just saying. Scott McTominay in a midfield where they've got Lavia, frigging Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez.
By the way.
Say again.
He said up top, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Even
that's what I'm saying.
Get out of here. I'm taking that comment off. It's friggin' ridiculous. Scotland are win away. Yeah, let's see if they get that win. Let's see if they secure that win. When was the last time you saw Scotland in a tournament?
Peter's harsh, man. Like,
I can't. No, don't say I'm harsh because I say what the facts are. Okay, facts are harsh then. Fine. Facts are harsh. Fine. Last time I saw Scotland in a tournament, it was Colin Henry was playing centre half.
Was it not 98?
Yeah, you're damn right. Colin Henry was playing.
No. Is that a guy that went bust?
Hey, do you know why I know that? Yeah, because what was that game? What was that FIFA World Cup game on PlayStation? I remember always playing with them, bro.
Brother, Dunga was playing for Brazil.
Bro. You know what I'm saying,
But guys, I think we need to move on from United.
You've got to be kidding me. No, hang on, Ernest. Let me address this conversation.
He doesn't think he is. You
Peter is saying do this.
What? Because Scotland don't play.
Peter Van Basten.
Because Scotland don't play. Do you know who their centre forwards are? One of them plays at Bournemouth.
What, McBurney?
No,
Bournemouth. Oh, yeah, that big lad. What's his name? Tell me his first name. I'll tell you his surname. What's his name again?
Is it Lyndon?
No, it's not Lyndon. He used to play for Cardiff.
Dykes?
Nah, he's a big lump. Oh, this is going to give my nutting.
The other one is Shea Adams.
Hey, yo. Hey,
get the hell out of here, man.
What's going on there, bruv? Can we come back to the Premier League?
Maybe they did play in the Euros. They were so irrelevant, I didn't even notice they were there. You could have thrown San Marino in there. They're the same thing.
They're not the same as San Marino. Come on, man.
But yeah, just to end on United. I think the only guaranteed 3 points we're getting this year is Luton.
Key for more. Yeah, as well.
Flip it out, man. They might as well bring Andy Gray and Ali McCoist back. They'll get more goals. Anyway, yeah, you're saying Luton Town. You're not taking Burnley.
Only 3 points.
Burnley away next weekend.
Have you seen the way they play football?
Nah, Ernest. Burnley, bruv.
Okay.
Nah. You're turning up to Lancashire. You're collecting 3 points.
All right.
You're collecting 3 points. You are.
That's an L.
Because you might hold a Pamage in Munich. That I can't deny. You might hold it.
Might?
Yeah? No, because you know what?
Hold on.
They smelled on Friday.
Hey, whoa. We're playing the team. I feel like since football began, have not lost a group stage game. Yeah.
Bro, them men have never been in the Europa League, you know.
Bro, and Ten Hag's away form is terrible.
Yeah. No.
Under Ollie, I could have said, you know what? I might put a bet on the cheeky United win.
Bro,
but this manager,
He's missing on the Ollie against the Kaczynski. The thing is, bro, you see Bayern, yeah, they always make the last 16 at the minimum. You know, was it Nagelsmann had won 6 in 6? He won all of them. Oh no,
bro,
do you know what?
Bro, I've watched at least 2 seasons where they've gotten 18 points.
Oh my god,
at least.
That's a clean sweep, you know.
The man is
the only hope we have is Upamecano.
Yeah, because he's. You want to hope he had a performance as he did last time in Manchester when he stunk the joint out.
Bro,
like legit awful.
Like legit, Marcus Rashford gave him a bundle when he was at Leipzig. We scored 1 goal, and then he wasn't on. He came off the bench, and we scored 4.
You mean another English team besides Manchester City have played Leipzig? Because Man City play Leipzig every year.
Bro, remember we do you remember the game? They had like Angelino, they had Kanate,
right? Angelino,
they had a couple like Emil Forsberg.
Olmo? Must have Emil
Olmo, Daniel Olmo and them, man. Yeah.
And then Yusuf Poulsen.
Yeah, we beat them 5-0 at OT, and then they came to we went to Leipzig and they gave us 3-2. Yeah.
What do you think about this comment from Footy Agendas before we move on? Bayern have no DM. 1 pass and you're through on goal. Bruno might stat pad against a big team. And Rashford, Ballon d'Or shouts, gonna come back.
Yeah, Goretzka fell off. I think that's why they were so desperate.
I'm not gonna lie, Adrian. Yeah, was he ever good?
You know what? I think. Do you know what I think it was? I think it was that picture. You know when we just saw the muscles, just
when he got whacked.
veins.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I was like,
he's a massive bloke. But I think you know what? At Schalke, he was doing his
desperate for Paulinho on their knees for him.
Yeah, but you know, Schalke, Bayern,
and then sold Gravenberch. Hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's move it along. Should we talk about? Let's go more happier terms. Okay, we'll stay in the northwest. Let's go to Everton, where the Arsenal FC collected 3 points at Goodison Park. Finally, after six games without a win at
6
Goodison.
seasons,
bro. We've lost 5. Drawn 1.
Fergie, Wenger was still at the helm.
Who?
No, he weren't, bruv.
Yeah, Wenger was the last winner.
He was the
last one.
Yeah, he's the last one, bruv. What are you talking about?
5-2, blood. I remember that when Sanchez
and Wenger used to clean out 5-2, 7-0.
Blood, when Alexis and Ozil get busy with it, yeah, flipping hell, bro. I'll tell you what, though, yeah, man, great win, great. What did you call it? What did you call it? You called it. There was a statement you made on the group chat about our win, which I think summed it up pretty well.
What is it?
You said
you just said it on the pod just now. You just said it earlier as well.
So it was a standard performance.
Standard, yeah. It was more or less. You go to someone's house, you rob them.
Yeah, I said solid performance from Arsenal. Yeah,
solid performance. You know, the only thing I would say, if obviously I was, happy to be there. Goodison. The thing is, the Goodison it wasn't hot. I was expecting that hot atmosphere. The thing that I love about going to Goodison, it's always a proper. It is hell on earth when you go over there.
Do you know why? Do you know why it's not hot? Because they know their team is absolute trash.
Do you know what?
Hey, Beto's terrible, you know.
Garbage. Peter, last week, what did I say? What did I say last week? I didn't see 3 and 4s, blood.
The thing is,
they're not good, you know.
They're not
bro.
good.
You know me. I like to talk to the local lads, right? I was getting talking. I was in the Gladys Street end, yeah, talking to the pressing the flesh. I was pressing in the flesh, bruv, yeah.
Hey, whoa.
Hey, yo,
yeah. And let me tell you something right now, brother. Let me tell you, you see, man up north are just hard, strong paws.
Hey,
they are not. Let me say this. Let me just get this out. They are not having. Come on, let me get through, man. Let me get through. Pause.
This is the why of the cinch.
Please, you can't actually say anything without it not being a pause.
He said, "Man up, no far hard." And he said, "Let me get through."
That's the thing. Because you know, I was gonna say like, let me come true. That don't work. Let me get this out. That don't work. Nothing works. You know the way there. Nothing works. So I'm just trying to say this, yeah. Let me talk in it, yeah. Let me talk. Them man there in L4 are not having Sean Dyche. Let me tell you, there are people there outside of church on the cans not having anything of that Dyche ball. And you know what's so funny? They ain't scored a goal at home this season. They played about 4 games at home this season. They ain't scored a goal at home. And the dross, you lot watched it. The dross that is Everton, the dire football. And you know what it is? Solely Sean Dyche. I'll tell you why. When you look at them player for player, when you look at all their players that they got, I mean, Onana looks like he plays for the friggin' Milwaukee Bucks. The guy is massive, okay? You got Onana in there, you got Garner, you got friggin' Decore. People I do never want to meet in midfield, ever want to meet them in midfield, right? And Declan Rice stayed well away from them lot as well, by the way. Every time he took the ball or intercepted the ball, quick and move, see you later, yeah? Gone, yeah? Odegaard, you take the hit because I don't want none of this, right? They've got players. I look at the back 4. Jordan Pickford, as you know, I think he's an outstanding goalkeeper, goalkeepers union and whatnot. The thing is, obviously, the strikers is dire. You know, Dwight McNeil, I'm not having none of that. But the football guys, I mean, all I saw, I was standing right like on the line where Pickford was, yeah? And he was, when I say he was rollicking his players, all game, he's cussing Tarkowski. He's cussing friggin' Milienko. He's cussing. It was the right Ashley Young at 38, playing at right back in the Premier League. You're having a friggin' laugh. By the way, he still looks fit. That's the funny thing about it.
You know what I hate about signings like this for clubs, yeah? Because my club does it every year. Like, the manager that comes next has to deal with this.
But Ernest, you know who's got the highest win percentage ratio in Everton history? Bear in mind, they've won league titles. Bear in mind, they've gone to European tournaments.
I would say Martinez.
No, not Martinez. Sooner than that.
Moise?
No, Carlo Ancelotti has the highest win percentage at Everton Football Club.
He was there for a cup of coffee, to be fair.
I'm sorry?
Well, when he topped the league in December 1 year.
Brother, he's got like a 64% win rate. I sat there in disbelief. I said, how? The thing is, how they got... I think he did 2 seasons. I think he did like a year and a half, no?
When Madrid kept calling, bro, he said, yep, I'm out, blood.
He did like a half, like when Arteta joined Arsenal, I think Ancelotti joined Everton the same day, right? It was something like that. And then he did like a year, like finished that season, did the next season, and then cut in the summer.
Did they get rid of Benitez or Zidane?
It would have been Zidane left.
Would have been Zidane.
No.
Zidane left.
What are you saying? What when Ancelotti came knocking?
When Ancelotti went back to, because he did 2 spells at Madrid.
I'll tell you what it was.
Who was it? Someone took over after Zidane.
Wait,
and then they got rid of him.
It was Lopetegui. It was Lopetegui because Lopetegui had knocked on the door. It was before. It was just after. We're hearing a belter. Is it Callum Hudson-Odoi? Boom, boom, boom.
Bro, he's trim, yeah. I can't recognize him.
Is it moving mad?
No, it's just like a low slim.
Yeah, Oscar's watching that from afar. But yeah, I think Lopetegui
Oscar's on the floor upside down. He's over those.
There he is. He's loving it large. Callum Hudson-Odoi pulling it back, I guess, for the Forest. Where was we, man? Yeah, but yeah, I think Lopetegui had got the sack.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a finish,
They've called in. Is it a good one? Yeah.
That's a finish.
By the way, we've already got our goal of the season. I'm sure we're going to talk about it later on, but we've already got our goal of the season. I'm so sorry. There's a goal that took place this weekend. I don't think anything can beat it. I genuinely don't think anything can beat it. It's so good. I don't think it can
hold that thought. We'll get there.
I said, hold that thought. But yeah, everyone's saying a brilliant goal. But yes, listen, Everton. Yeah, as we say, look, they've got to get rid. They've got to sack Dyche tonight and get something proper.
But I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, if you sign Ashley Young, you deserve to go down.
Yeah, I mean,
because again, who do you want, and what do you want them to do with this squad?
If I'm them, like I'm knocking on the door, like okay, who's a good manager out there? Like who's coaching? Not like you know what, bruv? Maybe a Jagelsman them thing there.
Nagelsmann smoking budge to go to
Because
Everton.
his stacks are low right now. This guy nearly joined Tottenham.
Not that, no. That's bankruptcy.
That is bankruptcy.
No, do you know what though? Because the potential of Everton is what I'm banking on here.
He could get a Real Madrid job, bro.
Yo,
It's still no, he couldn't. No, he couldn't.
No, as in like it will need a couple things to fall in his favor, sure, but like a sudden sacking. I mean,
I've heard they're looking at De Zerbi.
Who?
Madrid.
Oh, okay. I thought I was about
Okay,
to
yeah.
say. Like,
I mean, like,
damn.
listen, Everton are one. I know there's hell on earth going on behind the scenes and stuff like that, right?
No,
It's
no,
crazy.
Pete. Real talking. Pick your best 11 from Everton.
No, I could pick the best 11. The forward line is atrocious. The forwards are atrocious. We can't save that. We can't save that.
I think you can, bro.
No, like I say, look, they got Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
4-4 Brexit 4-4-2.
No, you don't need to. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to do that at Everton. They've got players. That's what.
I'll probably say their midfield is their biggest strength.
Exactly, and yet they're being used industrially
because I genuinely thought they were going to cause problems for Arsenal yesterday. All I saw was men.
That's the thing. There was hella men on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? And Arsenal looked like. And you heard Arteta. We did not want to come and match them strong because they are stronger than us. He said they are stronger than us. We are here to put the ball on the floor and pass and move. You know them way there. Look at our corners. You know the first couple of corners we tried to throw it in the air. Said never again. Not one header was won. Never again. Every corner after that, man, Odegaard and Fabio Vieira on the corner, just passing it to each other in the corner flag. Never again, because there's no need for it. Like and the thing is, I was like on the lower tier, so you know, like how the pitch can kind of be a little bit higher than you, because the old school grounds, like the seats kind of go as low, even lower than the pitch itself, like you know. So like you're sort of looking at men at such height, and you're thinking, and then I see a little a skinny, malnourished Vieira up against these men, and I'm thinking,
hey, shout out to Paulo Vieira.
Listen, he's 20. What is he? 21. Like he's a freaking kid. Like the guy has got this time. He's gonna grow. He will do his thing. Like I'm not worried about Vieira.
Yes, tell Havertz to warm that bench, blood.
Listen, Havertz came on. Havertz came on.
I thought it was a Havertz game, you know.
Havertz came on and made sure we won the game. You know what I'm saying? Tackles, gets in there, block the shot.
Dude,
I didn't pay 65 M's for that nonsense.
I hear that. Horses for courses, as Paul Merson likes to say. Horses for courses. When you're at Goodison, you're 1-0 up, and it's 10 minutes to go. Listen, this is why we got the best sort of defense or best results away from home in the league in the last two seasons.
Charlie, my friend, let him sit on the bench, bro. I don't want to see him. No,
man.
Can I get to Arteta, please?
Yeah, go do your thing, by the
way. Why is this guy so arrogant, bro?
What do you mean?
Talk to me.
Did you not see his comments after the thing, blood? After the match, blood? I should have taken.
What question?
About the goalkeeping situation.
What's people's problem with this question, though?
No, not Ramsdale. I'm talking about you go on Sky Sports. He goes, I should change goalkeepers during the game.
Yeah, he said, I've been wanting to change it during the game. We've drawn the game, and I've regretted for not changing the goalkeeper.
For what reason?
Well, Sport in Lisbon when Ramsdale
the same reason you like he said, you bring on an attacker and you take off a centre half if you're trying to chase the game. It's not like the goal. Like I said, look, the goalkeeping thing is weird because we're not used to it. We've never seen it really happen before, right? But like, let's not make it what it is.
No,
let's not make it what it isn't.
Goalkeeping situation is fine. Ramsdale got dropped, no issue. Why is he trying to? I don't know, blood. What the hell? Change goalkeepers during the game, bro.
Well, yes, blood. Like, I've got no beef with the comment. He says, "I wish I would have done it, but I didn't have the courage to." Man was just open, like he was just like honest, blood. He's like the games where we did not win the game, and I wanted to change the goalkeeper, and I bottled it.
Tell you something,
and I bottled it.
This guy is arrogant, brother, and I don't like it, bro.
Brother, I've called him starting.
He needs to chill, blood. He's the reason we will not win trophies, blood.
Right.
He needs to humble himself. He needs to humble himself.
Back him.
He needs to humble himself, blood. Relax.
What I'm saying is this, like I've said it I was the first to say, brother, my guy dropped Ozil for no reason. I was hot. I was hot
Oh,
about that. I saw
so
friggin' Aubameyang. The reason why we lost top 4 because Aubameyang was no longer playing for this club and still finished the top goal scorer at the end of the season. Right? As I told you, like I've seen what I've seen. We're terminating. You know, we're not selling players. We're terminating contracts. Believe me, I know that he is.
Bro,
There's
listen,
nothing new on this side.
read Lola's comment, please. That one right there. Relax, bud. If you drop him. Leave it at that. No need to.
I agree with David. It's just not necessary.
It's not. But why is it on Sky
It's not
News?
necessary.
Sky
Why
Sports News, bruv?
is this different to Sancho?
No, because well, it is different to Sancho because
No, as in, like,
you're
Sancho,
winning the game. There's no need to say that you are willing to change the goalkeeper. Now it looks like you're peacocking because you won the game.
There you go.
No, but he said in games past where I've wanted to change the goalkeeper in 60, 70 minutes, I did not have the courage to do so.
But why did you want to change the goalkeeper?
he's a madman.
Because the goalkeeper is not performing good enough. He said
So
the same way.
but do you have a better one?
He was saying the same way. Well, God knows.
What,
I think. Do you know what,
so
bro? I think he's referring to the Fulham draw. By the way, I think he's referring to that Fulham draw as well as Sporting last season. I think he's talking about the Fulham result. So
hold on. So he's talking about wanting to put David Raya on the pitch.
He was saying I wanted to change and put him on before in games previous, but I bottled it.
Yeah, but my point is it's still irrelevant because the guy played well. Let the glory of the game be that he played well in this 1-0 and move on.
Let's have it right. David Raya could have still been in London, okay? Because he had nothing to do. He had absolutely
no. Of course. But my point is, if we're talking about a goalkeeper, it must be because you think he played well.
Yeah, because I think the question asked to him was why did you drop like Ramsdale? Like, what happened there? What's going on? And then he was making the point of in the first couple of times he was saying like the same way I brought on Vieira, the same way I started such and such. The same way I started Eddie, and why not Jesus and why not Havertz? Then
which means you think that goalkeeper isn't playing well.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And my point is, all I'm saying is there's no need to say in games previous you thought about doing it before and you didn't do it. Just say, you know what? Yeah, like there's no need for it. Do you know what I mean? The Sancho one, he was asked about Sancho. Where is my man? And he asked the question.
He was asked about Ramsdale. You know that was he was asked about Ramsdale.
Yeah, just so we had to freshen it up.
That's it. I don't need the what's the word? Dissertation on
a soliloquy.
Yeah, soliloquy. That's the word.
A monologue.
The English was not
a diatribe.
I was looking for thank you, Adrian.
I was looking for the word.
I'm looking for the word.
We should be able to change goalies. Waffler just trying to make changes for no reason and advertise them like he's.
This is footy agendas. Thank you. I think.
We need to get footy agendas on the pod, bro.
We need to get on the pod.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's fully got Michael Jordan as the avatar. That's what you know. It's no cap out here, boy. Peter it's not the same as Sancho. If you drop a goalkeeper, leave it at that. Goalkeeper and outfield man aren't the same. Well, he's calling it the same. That's my argument about whether I agree with it or not is another matter. But
we're talking about whether we agree, though, Pete. Let's not do this, right?
No, I just think everybody made noise. Like it's like when we signed Raya. Oh, why is Arsenal signing a goalkeeper? Raya, it's gonna disrupt Ramsdale. Pun that blood. Raya is better than Ramsdale.
I'm all for competition, bro. And that's not.
You know what? Certain man in fan bases, wherever the fan bases are, just don't want to win.
Yeah.
It's not even that, bro. It wasn't even only Arsenal fans. Like it was on like
no. That's why I said fan bases because when I look at City stockpiling on talent, Pep does not give a monkeys about Jack Grealish's mental health. He doesn't give a monkeys about you crazy.
What you want to dip? All right, Cancelo, bye. Sterling, bye.
Wouldn't want to be
bro. David, that Cancelo thing. One mistake against Liverpool. I'll throw you to the roofs. I'm changing everything. All this inverted fullback malarkey. No.
He gave him to Bayern Munich knowing that he could potentially play Bayern Munich. Pep don't give a monkey's about
And that's
You know
a
what?
winner. He's a
I
man.
can't-
That's a winner.
I
That's
can't
the
remember
one
where
I
it was.
won.
Yeah? I can't remember where it was, but he said in an interview, he said, I cannot have a player that doesn't want to be at this football club. I cannot have him here. Like he was literally saying, there's no way. If the minute you think you want to leave, that says Sterling, Sade, Cancelo, the minute you don't even want to smell like you want to leave, get the hell out of here, man.
You
Are
keep
you
him
dumb?
Bernardo against his will. Though.
Can I discuss Arsenal's tactics? Yeah,
One.
I think our wingers are getting sussed out still.
We're getting double marked, isn't it? We're getting double marked and
No,
stuff.
but everyone's doing it.
No, but you know
And
what?
they're
Though?
doing it, and they're doing it
Cool.
well.
We got to learn a new move. We got to learn a new move, bro. You see when a wrestler, you know what I'm saying, gets put injured, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Man was the Undertaker, the dark phenom. He comes back as the American badass.
Hey.
You gotta change
Hey,
it
I
up.
see the Rock.
I remember he came out with
Bro,
Hell's Gate.
The Rock come out last
This one,
weekend.
the throat.
Brother, The Rock came out in a tank top. He came out, and the thing is, The Rock came back in 2023, and the crowd went ballistic. Ballistic.
But I've got like 100 million views in like a day.
Hey, that's real aura, you know.
Bro, you got to leave and bring a new hold. You know what I'm saying? Learn a new move. That's what we got to do. And the thing is as well, yeah, we're managing games very well. Look at Palace away, 1-0 victory. Everton away, 1-0 victory. Clean sheets away from home, yeah. But I just want a bit more swagger. You know them ones there. Like I want us to go to Everton and be like, brother, because you know what? You know the argument might be made that last year we were 100 miles an hour. I'll never forget the first game of the season last year at Palace. And it was like, oh my God, who is this team? Who are they? Because I don't recognize this Arsenal team. This team is on fire. And maybe you could argue, you know what, we were full steam ahead, rolling up until the World Cup. Maybe we burnt out, and whether the World Cup kind of messed up the momentum, messed up the rhythm that we were on. Now we're just managing games, make sure we get the points on the board, be in touching distance with Man City so that in case they slip up, we're there to pounce. Like we're managing the games, but of course, I would love to see us score 2 and 3 goals just to say, like, guys, don't come. Like, we should be. I want to be slapping up teams, right? We've got a great team. We've got a good set of players.
And
that's the good thing about we're loving at the minute.
I'm going to say this now, bro. I need my number 9s to rise, bro.
Flipping hell, that 1-on-1.
I need I keep telling you, every season I keep telling you this. If my strikers are not scoring, we're not winning.
They're not striking.
No, they're not striking. Because
the strikers are not striking.
Because towards the end of the season, the midfielders, the goals will dry up, and you need your number 9 blood.
Yeah.
At the business end.
And the thing is, maybe save the slappings for the business. I hear it. Don't get me wrong, but David is bang on here, and he's been bang on about Arsenal's number 9 since he's been an Arsenal fan. Yeah, I need the number 9 to slap, and I trust me. I'm the first. You know, I was pissed watching Balogun score from Monaco the other day, and like they're top of the league, and I'm there like, yeah, okay, he might not be the answer, but like, give me some centre forwards that are gonna go there, because I saw Jesus 1-on-1. I thought, you know, if that's R9, burial. It doesn't matter what the defenders are, burial. You finish, you beat Jordan Pickford.
Hey, 2-1 Burnley.
Burnley. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. But yeah, you know, I just want a bit more swagger. I need the number 9s to strike. I'm with you on that one, David. You know, Eddie's gonna get 1 chance a game. Friggin' Jesus, you're gonna get 1 or 2 chances a game. I need goals for sure. Right. So yeah.
Apart from that, that's it, man.
Yeah. We roll on to the Champions League, brother. Hey guys, I received the Champions League anthem from UEFA today.
Man, got the MP3 ready, yeah.
These are the brother. I played the full version. You know the ones where there's verses on that song.
You hear the interludes, you hear
There's verses people don't know about. Bro, I've got the subtitles. You know what I'm saying? I was checking the translation. What's it saying in English?
Hold on. Why is UEFA sending you the?
What do you mean? What? Did they not want to hear it? Like what? What's gonna happen?
What, you didn't save it from the last time you were in the champ? That should be saved.
You got to come with it. 2016, David.
Save it.
Bro, that's 2016 remastered.
I've got 2016. Have you heard a track from 2016 to a track in 2023?
You need to slap it. You need to slap it in what's that thing called? Logic Melon. What's that thing
David,
called?
you're a music man, yeah?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to P Diddy's album that's just come out, and go listen to what he did in 2010. Listen to the
Madrid.
quality.
It was much better in 2010.
Oh, right,
No, you're not feeling it.
Huh? Well, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I'm coming home. That mix was disgraceful, bro. Big tune, though.
Listen,
I
when
want
Skepta
that,
said,
man.
what did Skepta say?
Yeah.
Oh, the hello, good morning. Oh my god. He said something like, it's Skepta, I'm that guy, and I'm D-I-D-D-Y. I said, Jackham! No, you dumb. Nah, let's move on.
Handball were back to 1-1.
One all at the
Madrid.
City ground. Right. Anything else? Listen, Champions League, obviously PSV on Wednesday, which I realized there's no Ruud van Nistelrooy. Did he get sacked? What happened there?
He left, no?
I think he left.
Why?
You know?
Oh man, I've
Like,
forgotten.
Bro, it was
I
like his
think
first fucking year.
I think I read something about creative differences or something with
That's
the rest of the club.
strange.
Yeah,
That's such a shame. I recently watched his interview on the Overlap with Gary
I
Neville.
was actually watching it yesterday.
Yeah, like I was watching, I was like, yeah, man, it's good to see that. It makes you feel old, but it's also good to see that kind of play. These players like now managing proper, and he was doing a good job at PSV. I thought. I mean, Ajax are having a stinker, so you know, and final are ripping it up though. So fair enough to them. Go ahead,
Arnie
Nate.
slots.
Wait, is the league done?
Who?
The
Huh?
Dutch league?
No.
Is it what?
Sorry. No, I was reading. Okay, my bad. I was reading the article. He left. I saw he left in May.
I can't believe that because
He
he
left
literally
in May. Yeah.
he was at the
He lost.
Emirates
He
last
lost.
season.
He lost out the league title in it, and he left.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. They got Peter Bosch now. I'm thinking he's very attacking. So don't get
Peter
me wrong.
Bosch.
Like, yeah.
He was a prospect in Bundesliga.
Football manager, isn't it? I think he got
Alright,
Ajax to the final.
And stuff.
I think he got Ajax to
man.
the final with against Man United, the one that United won, that Europa League.
Yo,
Yeah.
I think Peter Bosch was the manager.
FM 24, cuz November, cuz.
Hi-yo.
Hey,
How much
yo.
is it though? How much is it though?
Oh, it's probably 50, a cheeky 50, cuz.
Nah,
I'm avoiding
see,
that game like the plague, man.
you see, bro. Listen, I'm not. You know what?
It's
Yeah,
too much. It's too
I'm not
much
buying
for
things
this.
anymore. You know, I'm done with buying things. I'm not buying things anymore. Bro, I'm standing in the Arsenal shop, bloody, and it's a kit's 80 quid and 100 quid. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it
Not a
anymore.
kit, a top.
Brother, a top, yeah.
With
You
no
know
name
that
at the
one there.
back.
You're telling me that Football Manager is £50?
Yeah, worth every penny, mate.
By the way, Nave, Rolex Sweep is a banger.
Nah,
dumb.
It's awful.
One glass of champagne for you. Nah, you're all right, man.
Actually, I lied. It's 40.
Thank God. I was thinking, come on, you can't go 50. I'm not buying it. Anyway, you're damn right. You're damn right. What do you know about the Championship Manager? Anyway, yeah, and then the North London derby on Sunday, where we can finally be the first team to slap this team and shut them up and put them back in their place.
See, 4:30 Sunday. We will be there.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Don't be fooled. 2 o'clock.
Is it 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
We will.
They're not letting them drink often. They're not letting them drink often. Don't worry.
We will be there.
Listen, we will be there, brother. We're here to put Tottenham in their place. This idea that Ange Ball, they're calling it, yeah? They're calling it Ange Ball. He's getting a tune out of Tottenham. They're playing football.
No, but this is more than a tune, though.
Ernest Blood. Come on, you of all people, come on.
Man.
Come on.
This is more than a tune, man.
Oh my God. Nuno Espirito Santo was top of the league this time in the year when he started, right? Mourinho was top of the league in December.
How good was the football?
How did it? Where were the points? He had more points than he has now.
No.
More points?
How good is the football?
The football was dross. The football was freaking dross.
How much better is Ange's football?
Let's have it. Let's be real about this. Yeah?
Nah.
Ernest.
If they lose to you on Sunday, it doesn't mean the football he's played isn't good.
No, I'm just saying.
It just means they came machine for machine, gunshot for gunshot. It didn't work.
Listen,
that's what it means.
I'm saying Ange Ball's football is not as delightful and delicious as everyone's making it out to be.
It's better than Nuno. It's better than Conte. It's better than Jose. Let's have it right.
For now. No,
but that's what I'm saying. Listen,
you know my thing, innit? Yeah, I'll see you, man, in May regarding Tottenham Hotspur. We do this every year. We
No,
do this
we
every.
don't.
We
No,
don't. We don't.
No one has said Tottenham are going to be in the top 4. No one has said that Tottenham are going to do bits. We're just saying the football is good.
For now. For now.
Oh,
You know what?
man.
You know how Stephen A. Smith is like, just wait. What can go wrong will go wrong. Listen, I'm just saying they are an accident waiting to happen. Just wait. Just wait on them. Just wait on them.
Listen. Tottenham have already shown us that the genes are still there. Yeah. The fact that they're out of the League Cup. Yeah. We know what's really good.
And let's have it right. Let's have it right. Minute 97, they were 1-0 down to Sheffield United at home. Yeah? Let's have it right. Let's have it friggin' right. And now we all want to be all like, oh, you see Richarlison, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know.
The thing is, Pete, yeah. Would you be saying this if De Zerbi was their coach?
If he was cooking? What? The Brighton De Zerbi.
So what? As Aaron put his stove away.
No, here's the thing, bro.
Did he put a meat in the freezer?
AD, let's not do this. Let's not do this, right? When De Zerbi was cooking, guess what? He cooked like over 6 months, and it was like, yo, this De Zerbi guy's all right. Yeah, and he's gone in again as if nothing happened last year. Ange Ball has played. We played 5 minutes of Ange Ball. Let's give it minutes. Yeah, let's give it some time.
We're not saying, but we're not projecting what he.
No, but man are saying he's hooping. Man are saying he's hooping.
But Tottenham are playing good football though.
Oh come on! What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing?
No one is saying Tottenham are going to win the flipping FA Cup. We're not saying they're going to be in the top 4. We're just saying today, they're playing good football.
I'm finding Arsenal fans liking Ange. I hate that I like Ange. I'm seeing a lot of this on Twitter. Oh, you know what? It's hard to not like this guy. Guys, what's the matter with you lot? He's freaking this the Australian David Brent. Just give it a minute.
Wow.
Give it a minute. Give it a friggin' minute, okay? Oh, you're having a friggin' laugh. Spurs have statistically the second easiest start.
Endo, we're not telling you to be convinced. We're just saying that they're playing good football.
Are they though?
Oh,
listen, if anything other than Conte means good football,
why are they not playing good
football? From a different light.
Why are they not playing good football?
No, I'm just saying, are they?
No, because this is getting silly.
I'm saying, are they?
Why are they not playing good football?
Oh, what? Because they hold possession, they move it to the left.
Why are they not?
Right. Then Madison picks it up, bangs it into the top corner. Oh, Ange Ball.
Hold on.
No, man.
Do you know what this sounds like to me?
What does it sound like?
Pure hateration.
It's not. For me, I'm just wondering, why is everyone on the train? No, everyone's on the train.
We're not saying what they're going to be.
Are you on the train?
What train?
Euler's, man. You got to hop on at some point. Look at
this, yeah. Look at this. Like, yeah, Ange Ball is quality and credit. Is it quality though? This is what man, I'm a bum licking.
No. But you're asking, is it? But is it not quality?
It's average. It's average, in my opinion. No, shall I tell you why? I get it. If Ernest, I get it. If it's not Conte, Stellini, or Mourinho Ball, I get it. Anything's an improvement. 1 is better than 0. But my point is this.
But this isn't 1 though.
It's nothing special.
This is
There's nothing going on. They played Bournemouth.
Why are you looking like an auntie?
They played Burnley, Bournemouth, Sheffield United. They friggin' scraped win against. The Man United victory obviously looks better than it actually is. Oh, come on. Guys, when they come, let them come to the M's.
No, but this is the issue I have with what you're saying. Losing at the Emirates is not the barometer for whether you play good football or not.
Listen,
it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Will they play good football at the Emirates themselves? Themselves.
And again, they'll try. And what happens is they'll go machine for machine, and we'll see.
They will feed into our lap and say, "Okay,
cool." If they lose, they lost to a team that finished second last year.
Yeah.
Come.
It's not even a hateration thing. Like it's like this. It's like how I was with like Ten Hag in it and whatnot. Yeah, we can see what he's doing. Listen, I was the first guy to say when I see Thomas Partey at right back, I can't tell you I know what he's doing. Yeah, all these Arsenal fans were like,
but Postecoglou's been fairly consistent all season. He's played mainly the same style.
Well,
I'm not saying where they will be. I'm just saying that for the first 5 games, how many games have they lost? They've drawn 1 and won the rest.
Have they not lost one? Yeah, they haven't lost yet, have they?
And they're playing good football.
No, but listen, it's not that, cuz Baraka, believe me, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Anyway, we got a better Spurs. Spurs are still, also still sus defensively. They did this with Jose.
Nah, they didn't play this type of football under Jose. That's not cap.
Defensively,
huh?
Defensively, he's saying though.
I think defensively they looked sus against us and Brentford. Apart from that, no.
Don't forget, 2020 Jose wasn't the Jose that they ended with. Do you remember Jose when he came in? It was a bit different.
Yeah, but the football they were playing was pure counter-attack.
Yeah, it was.
This is not counter-attack.
It was. No, it wasn't counter-attack. But
this ain't counter-attack.
The defenders are still they're there. They're still the same defenders, aren't they? More or less. I know they got, obviously is it Van der Veen?
Van der Veen, Romero.
It's not the same defense though, is it?
It's not.
I mean,
the back 5 is literally different.
No, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We have time is a great revealer. There we go. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Big up to Mirad. It says, good evening to the greatest footballing podcast to air on a Monday night.
Hey, Mirad literally went to the flipping pitch, put his boots on and said, "Madam, I'm available," and jumped on the front. He didn't play no football.
Yo, that's what I call determination, hard work, and grit. Hard work and grit. I said, I get it, Spurs, but they are objectively playing good attacking football so far. I disagree. You can say their team is hooping without saying they're going to win the league. Whoa, listen, any man in their frigging dog knows they're not going to win the league. We're not discussing anything anywhere near of that caliber. I'm purely talking about this football that everyone says is beautiful, is good, is nice. No, I'm not seeing it. Yes, they're attacking. Finally, they're attacking. I'll give you that. They are attacking. They are not playing.
Finally,
they're not playing beautiful football.
Finally,
brother. Listen. Finally, The Rock has come back. They are finally attacking.
Man. This is pure hating, man.
We'll see.
This is pure hating.
We'll come back to it. In other news, Arsenal will sweep Tottenham away on Sunday. Well, we're at home. Make sure you get that right. They're probably attacking mindset.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh, okay. No. Joy.
Endo, what's going on?
What, Endo? What's Endo saying?
What's going on?
That's a grinning enough teeth, like his team didn't get smattered on the weekend and have buying up and coming.
Endo. When your team beat us 7-0 and you went into the depths of Europa, I can come and talk to you, dog.
Hey, that's a comeback, When you deep it, like I said 7-0 and whatnot. Yeah, that's a
My team lost 9 games last season and we're in the Champions League. We're not gonna do nothing.
Ernest, have some shame, man. You sound like a Barcelona fan.
Nah. Adrian. No, Adrian, don't do this. Adrian, don't do this. Adrian.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's also funny. The reason why Endo's even saying fair play, because he forgot that Liverpool are not in the Champions League. He's forgotten.
Right.
Who are you playing on Thursday? Who are you playing on Thursday?
What?
Questions that need answers.
On Thursday.
Questions that need answers.
Dundalk on the right wing.
Listen, Adrian, you see me? I don't come for no one's teams. But if a poor man is coming at me when I'm eating my food, hey,
I heard that.
Let's be careful.
He's looking at your drip. He's questioning your drip.
Let's be careful.
Who are you playing on Thursday? That's what I want to know, blood.
What
Don't
Blade?
dodge the question,
Because best believe
Oh,
if
what?
Man United were playing Europa and I laughed at Adrian will be telling me about myself.
No.
So let's calm down.
No,
Let's
because
calm
it
down.
was happening for years. I was in
Adrian,
title races. I was knee
Adrian, let's
deep in
calm
title races.
down.
Man,
Adrian,
are
let's
laughing at me
calm
for getting 97
down.
points.
Adrian, let's
And
calm
I
down.
just
Your
left you to it.
manager flopped last year. Let's
Can I
calm down.
Can I
Your manager
name?
flopped last year. Let's
Can I
calm
name
down.
Ernest? Let me name their group. First of all, they're in Group E. When is there in E in friggin' tournament football? Okay, that's the first thing. They're in Group E. Second thing, and listen, look at me talking like I haven't bathed in Europa League for the last 6 years. Okay, but they're playing Lask on Thursday.
Where is that?
You know when the team, yeah,
European pedigree.
you know when the
European
team is in
pedigree.
all, you know when the team name is in all caps, you know it's peak. Yeah, they have in their group. I just had to cut the stream. In their group, they have to lose.
Yeah, French.
They've never kicked a French football. They've never kicked a European football in their life.
Didn't Toulouse get relegated like 2 years ago?
And the other one, have you not heard of Union Saint-Gilloise? Oh my!
Hey, red card.
Red card is live from.
Hey, there's bare Burnley players. I don't know their name, you know.
Yeah, hello. That's it, bro. West Ham are playing a team called Baka Topola. Who are they? The Europa League is so fast. They shouldn't exist. Anyway, we're done with talking Arsenal. Let's move over to Liverpool since we're talking Europa League.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
What was it? You got sent off? Was it Tavares?
Nah.
No.
Okay.
Don't say that. No. Listen, Liverpool 3-1 winners at Molineux against the Wolverhampton
Elite performance
Wanderers.
in that second half.
Second half, they pulled it back after a 1-0 deficit. Could have been 2-0 if Cunha used his brain. But yeah, Liverpool 3-1 winners. AD, talk to me, man.
Where do you tell me? Where do you want to start?
Well, you know, impressive performance in the second half. 3 points. Jurgen Klopp has got the army going through. You know, Liverpool unbeaten still. You know, they're marching on.
16 games.
So you know what we're talking about then.
Do I?
Yeah, no,
Where's man's asking you about Lask? You know the answer that how much put that
Caps.
Listen.
I had to tell him who he was playing. He didn't even know.
Don't worry, that's fine. Listen, Liverpool Football Club are on for a double this year, at least, at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum, you heard it here first. I don't give a damn on.
What?
Yeah.
What tournaments? Which one?
Whoa. Europa League for one. Europa League for one. I don't see no reason why we shouldn't be winning that. And I tell you what, if any team is going to stop Man City from winning the league, it is Liverpool Football Club. You've heard it here first. And this bit of form that we're seeing, this Wolves game. Now, first of all, you want to big up Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp set out that game horrifically, awfully wrong. I saw Joe Gomez play. I don't know if it was playing an inverted right back. Neto was cooking him, slow cooking him, fast cooking him, dry rub, tenderize, you name it. He did it to him. You name it. He just had his way with him. Couldn't believe it. McAllister looked like he just got off a flight from South America 18 hours before kickoff. That did happen. So yes, obviously McAllister just wasn't at it. I thought Jota's a horrible player when he's not scoring, man. Like that
you see him. You see from the Euros.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this guy pisses me. If you was playing for United, I'll be very annoyed.
If you did what?
If you was playing for United, I'll be very annoyed.
No, but bro, I think he's Bruno Fernandes. I'll tell you what, like if Diogo Jota is your main talisman, you're fuming, you're pulling out your hair, you're pissed off. I don't even want to watch the game with him. He can't dribble. He's slow. But
you know what? He's a very bad Salah.
Very bad Salah. He's an awful Salah. He's a bad Salah. But guess what? Ernie? He's gonna put up numbers every
He'll score 15
season.
Score 15.
And when you've got a deep 5-man roster of forwards, You can afford to have a poacher that all he does is score goals.
Facts.
And I think for me, when I look at this game, this game it reminded me of two iterations of this Liverpool side. It reminded me of 1920, and funnily enough, it was Andy Robertson that went and he got the second goal. Obviously, in the Villa game, he turned out to be the winner. In this game here again, what the hell is he doing on the right wing? Only God knows. And then that 18-19 season where Liverpool used to suffocate teams. We used to frazzle them. Teams are under so much pressure. Remember there was a time where every single week, every other week, a goalkeeper was making a calamitous error. 87th minute against Liverpool. Do you man
For
remember?
me, my favorite Liverpool year is the year you lot went to West Ham, and the counter attacks were mad. I forgot. I think it was 18 or 18-19.
Bro, can I be honest with you? You see you saying that now. I'm seeing 3 different kits. I don't even know what season you're talking about. Are you talking about the green kit? Are you talking about the green kit with Sturridge and Coutinho? Are you talking about the orange kit with Ox and Salah?
Nah, I think it was the orange kit.
Bro.
You lot went to
Are
the
you talking about the Shaqiri one?
Battered them.
The Coutinho one. I think Ernest, we was at my house, wasn't we? I swear we tuned in.
It was that game. It was
The green one.
Bruv, Coutinho.
I thought Sturridge was retiring back then. I thought that was Sturridge's swan song. Back to grace.
Man. Yeah, no, Liverpool doing their thing that, they're looking good. But as you said, as you rightly said, look, first half, I think, he got it horribly wrong, changed it up second half. But that's the thing, at the end of the day, the results, the performance, in the end, it all showed off. And as you said,
managers who can do in-game management.
He said in his press conference there were players that he hasn't even seen yet. This is the Friday press conference. He hadn't seen them, and he's playing them, as in AKA McAllister. But obviously, he had to come off because it was like he just landed off the plane from Ecuador, as Oscar said, right? I mean, and I think he was actually legit in Bolivia, wasn't he? So he was not ready for this. But yeah, no, it's a lot of things, man. Liverpool doing their bit, man, doing their thing. Anything else on Liverpool?
It's a question I want to pose. So guys, obviously we've seen Liverpool sort of five games. Do you guys like? Obviously, I'm a deluded Liverpool fan, aren't I? So everything that glitters is gold. Do you guys genuinely see this Liverpool side being able this season to mount a significant title challenge to get net positive 90 plus points this season? Do you guys think this side has got it in them? Yes, if so, yes, and if not, what are they lacking?
If they manage Thursday nights well, I think they'll be calm.
Not even unpopular opinion. I think our squad is deep, but I don't think Thursdays is going to be that much of an issue. I think we've got so much quality where we can rotate. If anything, dare I say, I think we're in a position where being in Europa League benefits Liverpool's title challenge this season. Purely because we've got so many options, purely because we've got such a deep squad, particularly in the attack, we've got such a deep squad. Almost needs that ability to be able to rotate, to keep people fresh, give people minutes, give people chances, and we could go.
It depends. I mean, in your opinion, do you think you've got a better squad than Arsenal? That's the challenge.
I'd probably say no,
Yeah, because what you said about Europa League, I think I don't disagree with you on that part. But the conversation we were just having about Arsenal earlier, where we've got 2 goalkeepers that could easily be the number one. We've got left backs and right backs that can be changed. We've got centre halves in there as well. The midfield is lovely. The forward line, is good. We could do with the striker being a bit more lethal, but like Martinelli's gone down with a hammy or some sort of knock on the thigh. We're not crying. Trossard slides straight in there. And for good measure, you've got Smith Rowe. You got friggin' Reece Nelson if you need be, right? For a game of here and there in the Champions League or whatever. Say it's a dead rubber. I don't know. Whatever. Our Champions League group feels like a Europa League group, as many people have said. In fact, we played these teams in the Europa League last year. So, or these teams played anyway in the Europa League. So, it's a bit of a, Liverpool can mount a title challenge. Absolutely. Significant. Yeah, absolutely. I think they will. I think they will be there. I think it'll be a 3-horse race this year. No doubt. No doubt. And I think we will, if Liverpool were to fail to win the league, we would already know the answer to the reason why. If Arsenal failed to win the league, we know the answer to the reason why. And if Man City win the league, we know the answer to the reason why.
What's the answer to those 3 points questions?
Liverpool will be depth as well as defensive midfield. I think will hurt them in the end. Because you're talking about 90 plus points. I mean, allow it. Like, that's long, bruv. We didn't, 90 points is long, blood. You know them ones. So you've really got to be really about it. You got to be really at it. With Arsenal's case, it's a case of, can we all stay fit? Can we mentally be there? And can we be able to adapt to when teams suss us out? Because you could argue at some points last season, people were sussing us out. They learned how we played and countered that, right? Can we get out of holes? Can we get out of a sticky situation where we're 2-0 up at Anfield and we can't close the game off? So there's that. Man City will be a case of, is the hunger there? Purely that's all they've got to worry about. Can I be asked? That was, I did the treble last year, for goodness sake. Can I be asked? Should I save it for the Champions League where I only got to play 12 games? You know what I'm saying? I put my heart and soul in 12 games, and they should really win the Champions League this year, right?
Yeah.
They should win. I saw on the booking odds, Arsenal are the 4 favourites to win the Champions League. Where's that come from?
Makes sense of what? Because it would have gone what? City, what? Bayern?
I mean, it's messy. After City, second place is very messy. You'd argue Madrid and Bayern purely on
Madrid, Bayern.
Yeah.
I think the pedigree in Europe is in hell.
Tatters.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that's why
Liverpool
Arsenal
holding the
get
standard.
push.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I mean,
Because all of a sudden, like, no one's talking about Napoli no more.
Ironically,
Kvaratskhelia is I don't know.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Newcastle. I told you guys, Newcastle could collect 3 points each at every home game this season. Dortmund are in dire straits. PSG, we don't really know what's going on with them. They lost at Nice on the weekend, and they've lost, obviously Neymar and Messi. We don't know what they are. Newcastle at home could get a couple of points. Lola says, I don't know about Liverpool fully. Yeah, the attack so far has shown me class. I don't care from DM back. I see it as a meh. So and that's the thing. Everyone's arguing about you lot defensively. Alisson can only do so much. Alisson can only do so much to save your team. And Liverpool they're not necessarily bad in defense. But Balotelli here saying Liverpool are top heavy. Too top heavy. I wouldn't say they're too top heavy. I just think they just need to even out. That's all. They just need to buy more at the back.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, again, I think I want to strongly disagree with that. I genuinely think, the defense hasn't been exceptional so far this season, so probably doesn't add much credence to my point, sure. But I genuinely think that the large bulk of Liverpool's defensive problems came in the form of a poor press from the front, and B, I just think the lack of legs and lack of athleticism in the midfield. Case prime and point example. Did you know Dominic Szoboszlai in 5 league games so far? How many duels do you think he's completed? Or engaged in? Duels, right? Yeah.
Wow.
0.
No idea.
0.
I said 0. Yeah.
Okay.
Surely he's got to have had some. He must have won something. He's a midfielder.
Peter, what's yours?
Okay, I don't know. What's an average number? I don't know. How many duels do you face in a match?
That's a good question. Well, Peter, I'll give you an answer actually. So to answer my initial question, 50. And if we rewind a year ago, Jordan Henderson in our opening 5 games, guess how many he completed?
Probably 200, mate.
19.
Well,
So
It would have been less because they were bad last year. Yeah, it would have been less.
So, David, and I think because there's even a time where Neto was blowing away going into the box. I can see somebody like a thief in the night. Boom,
Nip and tuck.
problem, straight away, no delay. So yeah, man, I think we're really looking good. Obviously, Thiago's still coming into the side. What Ryan Gravenberch is going to be, that's anyone's guess. I'm hoping it's a silly play and there's going to be a conversion of some sorts. Obviously, we've seen Klopp do players like Ronaldo. Like we go on and we bang on about the Firmino role. Do you remember what Roberto Firmino was before Jurgen Klopp got his hands on him?
Absolutely.
So,
it was Joe Linton. It was Joe Linton before Eddie Howe. You know the one.
Yeah, 100%. So
Literally.
if Gravenberch can be our answer or our solution to that number 6 problem, I don't know, but if he can be, because he does obviously have obvious similar physicality to Fabinho, then we're cracking. But bro, lads, listen, I'm telling you now, Liverpool cooking. Mo Salah, he's in his assist era now. He don't even care about goals anymore. He's just showing you guys, look, here's my game. Here's what I can do. I'm just gonna whip it up on a plate. Let everyone eat. He should have had 3 hat tricks in the game. 3.
Yeah, I mean, the people that doubted on Salah, you know, take your seat. You know them ones there. So
actually, I think I've had a thought. I actually think we do have better depth than Arsenal. You know?
Say it again.
I actually think we do actually have better depth than Arsenal because I was thinking about like your Vieiras and your. I wouldn't swap our squad for yours. I don't think so.
Yeah, I just think when 11v11, there's an argument, for either one being the best. But I think it comes down to those injuries, more games, this, that, and the other, fighting on all fronts, blah blah blah. There is that argument there. But people are not rating Liverpool as such defensively. But I think there's a lot more to come from Liverpool, and they're just finding their way back. I think we could stay until March, and then we'll fall away. I don't expect much. I think you'll go all the way to May. I think Liverpool, Arsenal, and City will be in the race from the beginning. By the beginning of May, I think they will all be in there. Peter, let me tell you something for free, mate. We're hungry. Listen, yeah, we want that 4 in a row. And don't get me wrong. Look, you've won 5 in 5. It's not like you're barely. You're not even in 3rd gear yet. You're in 2nd gear. 5 in 5. The Champions League, I can definitely see you lot wanting to go for. Lola says Newcastle haven't shown me why I'm taking them fully serious. Haven't shown me why I'm taking them fully serious. Yeah, Newcastle is a very, very, very weird. I mean, they got the win in the end against Brentford, but yeah, I don't know. They made a lot of changes, to be fair, on the weekend, but again, I don't know. I don't really know. Arsenal, Liverpool, D. What's that? Oh. December 23rd, real movie day. Yeah, Arsenal versus Liverpool on the 23rd of December. It will probably move, if I'm honest. That date will change on TV basis. Lola says, I'm not hearing about Thiago. That guy's a myth, yeah, unfortunately.
Liverpool's best midfielder.
Alcantara has not been around. Right, very quickly. Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Oh. Do you know what? I'm sick of this football club. I'm actually done. I thought they were going to kick in. I put them in my top 4. I thought they were going to be here. I thought they were going to be swinging. Maybe I didn't put them in my top 4. I think I put them in top 5. But my God, what the hell? What is this? What is, they're just I'm fed up of talking about Chelsea. And I wish Oscar was here to talk about. And I'm sure Oscar's fed up. I'm sure the Chelsea fans are fed up. They're used to this. 0-0 with Bournemouth away. Do you guys think it's going to work? Do you think it's going to work in the end?
Listen, they created enough chances to win the game, but mate,
feeble.
I don't know, mate. You got
the performance just seemed like thank God for Trossard's goal, because I tell you what, Super Sunday would have been awful. 2-0. God, mate, that would have been the worst in history. Surely. I don't know. Did Chelsea off? AD, what are you saying? You nodded your head about Chelsea making it. What do you reckon? What can you guys?
I think a lot of averages, man. I think they've signed so many talented young players. It's gonna click, and I think Pochettino. I genuinely do think it's a waiting game for Chelsea. I genuinely think it's the thing where you just have to say, right, of the 30 youngsters we've signed, 7, 8, 9 of them are going to hopefully form some sort of cohesive unit synergy, and we can build around this group of players for the next X amount of years. But the one thing I've sort of thought about this Chelsea recruitment, like obviously let's say like a Rafael Leao, for instance. Why ain't Chelsea gonna slap the bag on him? They've just gone for gambles. Like, at least if you're gonna go young, at least go and grab like the best young players you can find. But it's like just a bunch of 17-year-old spotty Brazilian kids, and let's never get started on the Mikhailo Mudryk deal. Like till this day, I just don't get it.
You know, the bench blew my mind when Oscar put the starting 11 in the group chat, and then I looked at the bench. I said, "There can't be rookies. There can't be rookies in there." You know,
£1 billion.
Yeah,
I there were two good keepers. There were two goalkeepers on the bench.
Two goalkeepers in there. There was a guy called Stutter. I just wanted to just see him come on, just so I could hear them say it. Like, there's some random players in there.
Peter, maybe the strategy is different now.
But bro, they've got like 12 injuries in it. So you throw 12 players into that bench, or or a whole new set. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, there is players missing, and that's granted. But guys, Chelsea have lost to Nottingham Forest at home. They've drawn with Bournemouth away, couldn't score a goal. Didn't score a goal against Forest either. They beat Luton 3-0, which is the only game that really anyone's going to get. You know, the 1-1 against Liverpool looks fantastic, and was probably fantastic at the time as well. It's just, I don't know, it's a bit smelly, man. It's smelly.
Bro,
FM generated youths. You know them ones. That's what it feels like.
This is Chelsea now, man.
Is it though? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Bro, look when Abramovich come in, yeah. Who was it? Crespo, Mutu, Robin.
Yeah.
Bro, this is Todd Bowley's thing now, bro. This is how
you know how Roman was like, a whole country told man to sell the club and it ceased his club, yeah. And he's like, right, cool, I'm gonna clear the debt, right? For some strange reason, he's gonna clear the debt, not owe any money. In my mind, I was thinking over the weekend, like maybe his plan was to sell it to a dud guy. Just to, like, it was almost like this, like if he sold it to a dud guy on purpose, then it makes sense.
On a Fergie thing.
On a Fergie thing. Like then this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this did not make sense. Like the Abramovich thing was like too good to be true. All right, cool. You don't want to cease my club. We're gonna sell it. It got sold, and I'm gonna clear the billions of debt that there is at the club. What? Why would you not take your money back? And by the way, they're asking questions. Hey, yo, Roman, where's that money that you say you're gonna donate to Ukraine? It ain't donating niche.
Yeah, you ain't getting that.
Get the hell out of here. I'm in Portugal, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Lola says here, I think they will eventually click, but it depends on if Poch picks the correct lineup and sticks to it. Started well by not starting Chilwell. See, the thing is, I'd say this though. Pochettino looks very annoyed on the sidelines now. And I wasn't seeing it at the beginning. At the beginning, it was like, you know what? Don't worry. Time. Keep going. Clapping the players. There were moments in that game against Bournemouth where he was pulling his hair out. And I just don't think it will click because it's too much. Like they've thrown too much at it.
But do you think, But do you think they're thinking that same thing? Obviously, because they're throwing too much at it. It's like if you pick any team, right? And you say, right, here's a random 19-year-old number 10, 20-year-old number 10. Harvey Elliott, for example, right? You're gonna accept inconsistencies. You're gonna accept poor games. You're gonna accept lack of physicality. Why? Because you're young. You're learning the game. You're finding your feet. We're gonna hope you'll grow and develop into being a good player. That's why we're gonna play you through the crap. Chelsea have got 8, 9, 10 players they need to play through the crap at the same time. So what's it gonna be?
But that's the thing. It's too much. That's what I'm saying. Because I think you're to your point. You know what? There's so much that surely something's got to stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing all the pasta at the wall. Something's got to land. But the fact that if you throw all the pasta at once, none of them stick.
Because you just
even if there was potential sticking, you know what I'm saying? They don't stick because there's all of it's thrown in one go. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. So, like, if we believe Chelsea and Todd Bowley and the gang to be like, you know what, no matter what, we're closing our eyes. You're gonna have the freedom, the keys to the city, and we'll wait till you make this work. Fine. You could argue that. I thought they were gonna do that with Potter. When they sacked Potter, I was shocked. It blew my mind. Because I thought they were going stubbornly, like, we're gonna listen. Tuchel was here, but we didn't really want him. Boom, here's Potter. Off you go. But Potter didn't look like he was even buying the players. Poch, obviously, he's clearly not buying all these players because he'd be a lunatic to do so. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Chelsea do not stick, brother.
I think you made a good point when you mentioned Potter. I think genuinely, Toad Burley, he tried everything in his power to keep Graham Potter, but the results were just too bad, man. It's like, I can't, like, you're making us look bad now, you're losing us money, like, I can't even justify having you around anymore, bro. Like, you're crashing everything. So what they need to do is they need to, as cliche as it sounds, Mauricio Pochettino needs time in abundance, time to figure out what that best team is, how to get the best out of these players, and time to now implement a system, a strategy, formation, as simple as it sounds.
Big man,
the best out of this bunch of players. Because what you can't even think about sacking him now. If this is
Adrian, you're asking Chelsea to just what am I trying to say? To do the Man City model where everything is built around Guardiola. Chelsea don't do that, bro.
I mean, Chelsea don't have 30 young players for £1 billion in a year either.
Yeah, that's very true.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. It's not set up for the manager to succeed, bro. They say, here's the players, fix it.
Do you know what? Can I argue this?
I think it can be. There's some really talented youngsters that if they come into form and they click and develop, Chelsea have got some world beaters on their hands. They do.
But you know, Chelsea owners don't have patience.
They do, though.
To be fair, David, these ones do.
Who? Todd Bowley.
Yeah, I mean, look how long it took him to sack Potter. Potter should have been gone before Christmas.
It took him how long?
Bro, he was there like 6 months.
There you go. Like what am I meant to
do? David, look at the results, blood.
Bro, 6 months.
Trust me, he overstayed.
Okay, hold on.
He was overdue.
Hold on. If it goes the same way with Pochettino, what happens? He's gonna get sacked.
Can I ask you a question, lads?
Yeah.
How good is this team?
It's an embryo. It's a fetus.
No, but like, we're banking on people who are going to be something.
Ernest,
how many of Chelsea's best 11, when you pick it out, are going to be that guy?
No, but Ernest, can I go one further? How many of this Chelsea 11 were born before the year 2000s?
No, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Because you see at some point you have to deliver.
Yeah, what's making me struggle with that question is simply this, because they should be beating Forest at home. They should be beating Bournemouth away. They should at least get a draw against West Ham, and I think they should be beating West Ham. What am I even talking about, right? The fact that they are feeble in these games, you know, is a player and manager problem right here.
Exactly.
You know, and the thing is though, and I think you know what's even worse though. Do you know what's even worse? I got a theory in my mind. Because the Bowleys are like time. Managers are coming in here and are you know what I'm saying, they've got the flow chart. This is what we want to do. Whereas under Roman, them came to win. You know, them was like I enter first year, we double. You know them was double league, cup, final, something. They come here, and you know it just feels like. Yeah,
because the reason I asked the question is Mudryk came in January. I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
I ain't seen Jacko, bro.
Oscar saying Palmer is a weird signing, and Jackson. Palmer, Mudryk, Madueke, Jackson. Oh, Palmer again. Chukwuemeka. How can they all develop at once? Of course,
Oscar, they can't. That's why. Off that roster. What you need to do is pick your best 3 or 4 and say, I'm rocking with this. The rest are collateral.
Like, Potter's not helped himself with the Chilwell team.
But, Ernie, am I giving him too much rope? But have we thought to ourselves, why is he playing Ben Chilwell instead of Mikhail Mudryk? Like, have we actually had that thought?
The thing is, I've just asked myself, why are we forcing players who are not comfortable in certain positions?
Maybe they're better than the ones that we perceive to be comfortable.
Who at left back?
What? Huh? I'm talking Mikhail Mudryk, mate.
Oh, you're saying he doesn't rate Mudryk?
Yeah.
You know what? That we're just gonna go into a spiral. I'm just saying that ultimately Chelsea have to perform. I get why Oscar's upset because it's like my team's not performing. And again, I'm going back to the point I made about Postecoglou and De Zerbi. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, why have other managers gotten the chance to get these guys to play ball? Because some of them Brighton youth are young. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, that's the difference, boy. Coaching, bro.
And this is the thing. I'll always stand by what I said about Poch. But ultimately, you have to deliver. You're a coach. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you can't beat Bournemouth under no pressure,
Yeah,
like, you can't beat Bournemouth?
We've been doing it.
Bro, at home to Forest, blood.
Yeah.
No goals.
Yeah, that's mad.
So when they play a team half decent, they can't score. They got one against West Ham. They got none against Forest at home. They got none against Bournemouth.
They only beat Luton.
Luton is the only one they beat.
Oof. I mean, how? Okay, looking at this team, what's their best bet of scoring goals? Just purely,
Nicholas Jackson's looking spooky. I'm not gonna lie.
What the hell did they sign him for, though?
He had a hot spell, and they signed him.
Bro, they had Lukaku.
Yeah,
They had Lukaku on the books.
bruv. It's Chelsea's just a mess, bruv.
No, but I think with Lukaku, it's looking like, from what I can tell, what I can see, the brother does not want to be there.
For sure. Scored on his debut at the Olympic.
Doesn't want to be there.
Love that. Yeah, I mean, look, Oscar's saying, look, they sacked 2 managers in one season. What patience are we talking about? I'm just saying, for how bad it was, Pochettino, Poch should have been sacked twice.
Yeah,
that's how bad he was. He should have been sacked twice. Lampard was dross. Obviously, they just kept him there for the end of the season, whatever. But
maybe he's talking about Tuchel, maybe.
Well, no, as in he's obviously mentioning, like, there was 3 managers that were basically kind of let go by the end of the season or whatever. But like, which is on hindsight, yeah, it looks like impatient. They've got 2 managers, but my God, what we were watching. They got the 4-0 at Brighton. He should have lost his job there. That's where he should have lost his job. But it is. I guess the team that you developed. Nah, man, come on. Assad says Stamford Bridge will be toxic as hell if we lose on Sunday. Who you got on Sunday? Oh my God, they've got Unai Emery's Aston Villa this Sunday at Stamford Bridge. Oh, we're loving all of that, ladies and gentlemen. We're loving that, John. Poch has been a right coward. Oh, right. He's gone back on his principles, talks a good game, but doesn't back it on match day. Balotelli says, just like Ten Hag, Poch, can you please coach? Facto. Assad says, preseason sold me. Jackson is a C-Tech Tammy. Not even B, C.
Bro, they done Tammy dirty, man. For 15 league goals, no pence.
Wow. But they got 40 million quid. Chelsea are just like
I better swap it for him now.
Football Manager save. I totally hear that, man. Yeah, Chelsea are in the mud, in the mire. Absolutely. We'll quickly go through the other scores that took place in the Premier League. On Saturday, the early kickoff, we spoke about, obviously, Liverpool. Aston Villa, who Chelsea play next at Stamford Bridge. Aston Villa 3, Crystal Palace 1. Unai Emery's got the team winning. Emery's another example. Walks into Villa, hasn't looked back. The thing is, there's countless examples of people that are doing a good job, which is what's making the others not do, makes it even look even worse. Fulham beating Luton Town. Luton gave themselves a good account in that Fulham game, but the quality is poor. The quality is just bad. They don't have the quality whatsoever. We didn't talk about it, but West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3. You know, and it's just watching City win games. It's just a bit. It's challenging.
Yeah,
man.
they create the thing with City. They always create chances, so it's
West Ham seemed to play that kind of way they did against was it Brighton? Soak it, counter, and off they didn't score.
But mate, you can't concede 46 seconds into the second half. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You can't do it. You come out straight at the gates, you can see the goal. What the hell?
Yeah. Palace fans always in good yeah, you're right though. I did hear the Palace fans way more than I heard the Villa faithful. And yes, we spoke about the Sunday games, which was Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, and Everton 0, Arsenal 1. Very quickly, did anybody see the Milan derby? Did anyone see it? Oh, Internazionale 5, Milan 1. Heading into, by the way, yeah, Doku. In fact, you're right. Doku's goal was cold. He was playing good, proper. You know what? Was it Ernest that mentioned this? Comparing like Grealish and Doku, and just sort of seeing the difference and seeing what a winger actually is supposed to be doing and how they're meant to be attacking the game. Doku was refreshing to see, isn't it? It's weird. We see
they've coached that out of the game. What Doku just done
David,
there.
you're spot on.
They've coached it out the game.
Fantastic comment.
Spot on.
It's a fantastic comment. Yeah. You know, absolutely unreal. Grealish, you might be in trouble, says Balotelli. He might be, because if Doku comes on the pitch like that, because we saw that with Mahrez, didn't we? It's what we liked about Mahrez. Attack. Sane, attack. You know?
Yeah, Mahrez towards the end, he sort of also...
It was kind of phased out of him.
Yeah, it was phased out of him, but this...
Yeah. It's what I liked about Xavi Simons when he was playing for PSV. Everyone spoke about Cody Gakpo last season, but I remember watching Simons and thinking, who's this brother? Because he's just on our case, man. He's attacking us. Like, he's on our case. But, yeah, Milan derby, listen, 5-1. Live and direct. 5-1 winners in Serie A. It's looking peak for Milan, who have a home game against Newcastle on Tuesday. That's going to be epic, though. Go watch that. Make sure you guys watch that, okay? Because when the Italian fans get singing, they get singing. Guys, who was your... let's start with goal of the week. Who was your goal of the week? The goal of the season is already here. It's already upon us.
Can I hazard a guess?
There's only one.
Did it happen at Villa Park?
You're damn friggin' right it did. You're damn right it friggin' did. Because that touch and volley...
What the hell did I see?
Duran, ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage.
That goal was rude.
Because that goal was insanity. Absolute insanity. I don't see another goal beating that this year. And, you know, biased, and I was there at Goodison. I love Trossard's goal. Left foot, weaker
First
foot,
time.
glided, touch. It was just off the post.
That was a finish, though.
You know what I'm saying? Oscar saying, Cho, let me have this one. I haven't seen Callum Hudson-Odoi's one yet. So
It weren't.
It wasn't better than Duran. Oscar, do yourself a favor. Go watch that Duran clip unless you're smoking Buju Banton. Obviously, Mirad. Yeah. For me, great. Speaking of build-up play, Gross's goal. Because there's a moment in the goal, yeah? There's a moment in the goal. There's a moment in the goal. So first of all, Tariq Lamptey on the left-back position. Okay.
Wow, are you talking about the volley?
Yeah,
Don't joke with that one.
Blood?
No, that's the Villa one, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, just it down and just
the chest and volley. Nasty.
Hey!
Goal of the season. What's it called? Mess of the volley was the middle of the goal. Oh, Oscar, do yourself a favor.
Oh, do me a favor. Take that comment off.
Oscar,
Take it down,
bro.
Get out.
What's the goal, bro? Jeez. Hallelujah. My God.
Hannibal, this guy, listen, Ernest hating. He wants Hannibal for goal of the week. What do you, Ernest, real quick.
How's the goal, though?
What's your thoughts on Hannibal celebrating like he did when you're 3-1 down? Thoughts?
Nah, I'm not on it, man.
Yeah, I hear that still. I was just waiting for Graham.
You're not on what? Getting on him or the celebration?
Peter.
I'm not on the celebration.
Hold on.
I'm not
Guys, before we go continue with the awards, Peter, what the hell is going on at this? What the hell is going on at this football club, Arsenal, bro? Why is it, Every time there's a progression, our CEO decides they want a new challenge, bro.
Say that again. They want a new challenge.
What Vinay?
Vinay, bro, why is he dipping, bro?
Bro, every year at this football club, there is something going on in terms of changing and this, that, and the other. Listen, it's time to evolve, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've had Vinay a couple years.
10
He's
years,
CEO in it. Let's keep it a buck, yeah? What's Arsenal saying commercially, really? What's Arsenal saying commercially, really? No, real talk. Because you know, like United have stunk for decades and they are still killing everyone. City are up there. Spurs are above Arsenal commercially. That's a mistake. That's a worry.
That's an error.
That's a worry.
That's not real, Peter.
That's a right.
Wait, what do you mean Spurs are above Arsenal commercially? What's that supposed to mean?
Mate, hey, listen. Hold on, Adrian. They got NFL, yeah. They got Formula One also doing their thing there.
Yeah.
The amount of concerts they can hold, boy, blood.
Yo, Beyonce did 5 nights.
More
than Arsenal.
Bro, we had the Arctic Monkeys and the Killers.
Forget.
Somebody told me that you had a boyfriend.
Forget Adrian. Forget football. We're talking now business. We're talking now business. Wizkid was there, bro. Business wise, off the pitch, blood. Hey,
that's the first season in the Champions League. A man said, "I want a new challenge."
He's a joke.
It's a joke thing, guys.
Listen, there is more to that conversation that meets the eye. You'll be surprised how big Spurs are commercially. I'm telling you. In America, they are known. Okay, that used to be our territory. We've got an American owner, for goodness' sake.
Well, tickle me and call me Billy. Fair enough.
I'll tell you what. Do you know where The Rock returned on SmackDown? Do you know what city it was in? It was in the Denver Nuggets arena. All right then. That's now you're talking. Now we're talking.
What did Vince McMahon call Stan Kroenke? He said he needs to be arrested.
He needs to be arrested. Was it
like impersonating a businessman? Meanwhile, Vince McMahon has sold 51% of WWE to what was it, Bellator? Or what's the group?
I forgot his name.
Oh, I'm so done, man. I'm so done. All right, goal of the week has got to be Duran, bruv. Yeah, Duran. Yeah. Mirad, I haven't watched it back yet.
Please don't. That's a stinker.
I've got it recorded. I've got to watch it ready for tomorrow's live stream. Just no blood.
It's a
Spurs are a tin pot club with a shiny stadium. Well, there you go, mate. That's a WWE, UFC. Right. Okay.
You first go and get a new stadium, bruv. That hole that you call Stamford Bridge, bruv.
Was it? It's a shack,
bro. I went into Stamford
Park.
Peter took me to Stamford Bridge last season. Yeah, I'm like, no, you're lying. This is
the disgust in David's eyes. He got used to sipping that Emirates champs. He got there and tasted the dirty Tetley's bitter at Stamford Bridge. You couldn't believe it. Hey, Stamford Bridge is a hole, blood.
It's a hole.
Oh, you lot don't know.
That stadium's in the West End, blood. Come on.
No, have you guys been to the Valley?
Neighboring Knightsbridge. Do me a favor. Say again. The Valley. Oh, don't diss the Valley. Don't diss the Valley.
The cash registers were those are the ones from the 1995.
when Jason Ewell and them man were playing for Charlton.
Jason Ewell, Sean Bartlett, Kevin Lisby. Hey, no, Kevin Lisby, he crashed it on Liverpool one season. I bagged a hat trick. But the Bartlett, one of them, I don't even know, bro.
Remember Mendonca? Hey, good times, blood. Mendonca, blood. I'm taking it back, blood. You know that was there.
My time, Mendonca.
Mendonca. Balotelli says Stamford Bridge, Matthew Harding, lowest stand since 1992. So it out. That's the biggest club in London since 1905. The bridge is heritage. Eternity.
Well, remember Premiership years?
You
just used to see a car park.
Yeah, man. Hey, Balotelli, bro. The only time I go past that stadium is on the overground, mate.
David, guess who played at the Den on Saturday?
Who?
Was it Sunday? Leeds. Bro,
Ah,
when I say
I'm
Leeds,
not doing security for that.
it kicked off at the den outside the ground. Oh my days. Do you know where else it kicked off? Bro, this one Sheffield United fan. Did you man see this one Sheffield United fan? He beat up like 6 Tottenham fans.
On the platform.
But one of them rolled onto the train tracks. He knocked the first guy out. The guy fell to the floor, rolled into the train track. I said, nah, you're hard blood, no homo. This guy, one man up, beat up 6 guys, blood. Whoa,
Was it the Clint or something? Or Kurt?
bro, I couldn't believe it. Nobody did anything about it, bro. Oh my god, I'm never going to the den. Never in my life. I don't care if Arsenal are playing. I don't care if we're going to win the league. I'll watch that from home, blood. When I'm safe, you know what I'm saying? With my peeps.
Yeah, because you're gonna have a fisticuff.
I'm not trying to give a cup.
You're gonna have to. Hey, fists up, bro. You got to fight.
Yeah, this one. Our
Did
stadium
you
has.
see Everton?
Oh god, yeah. When they run up when they run up outside the houses.
Well, the fact was spilling onto traffic.
Honestly,
a man got keyed in his face. The hole is still there to this day. Gaping hole. Pause.
Crazy scenes. Let's fast forward. Oscar's saying that look, our stadium has character. Turn it in, man. Character is a nice word of saying it's old and vintage. That's all it's saying.
Hey, Peter, did you used to say character? That's what university landlords used to say when they're showing 18-year-old students shacks. As you can see, this place has got distinct character. It's we in the carpet. Character is this, the stains in the curtain. Take me out of this shack. Get me out.
Oh my god.
The toilet's looking like where they kept Harry Potter. Get me out,
your turnstiles are all rusty and that, bruv. Come off it, bruv.
Man, I said it's with an electronic. You got to put the ticket in.
I got to give them the ticket, bruv. They got to rip the ticket. They rip it at the gate and let me through. Someone has to pull the lever, and then I can get in.
They need a register to count the attendance. They can't do it manually.
This is my pen.
Somebody just doing a tally. They're just doing a tally.
I love it. Stamford Bridge is catching them strays, blood. But Stamford Bridge is a pub with a football pitch, proper English football stadium. I said, don't diss the Valley, bro, for real.
You can go to the Valley without a ticket. just turn up. Just turn up.
I said I can go to the ground with no ticket.
You can probably end up in club level.
Oh my god.
Tell them you're Jason Ewell, they let you in. or maybe Chris Powell. Tell them you're Chris Powell, they let you in.
Chris Powell. I interviewed him once.
What's that guy? Richard Rufus.
Oh, Rufus. What about Mark Fish? Oh my god. Taking it back. We're taking back. Big man, Haaland has more goals than your team this season. Do me a favor. Who's he rinsing there, blood?
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Oh my days. Okay, quickly. Mira says, Peter, are you working on Wednesday night? You're damn right. These are the. Can you blast the international anthem for the whole of North London to hear? Well, I'll be blasting that Champions League music. You better believe it. Listen, I'm making sure residents complain, bruv. Are you dumb? The decibels are going to be off the scale, off the Richter. Yeah, soulless bowls. Oscar's hating, blood, taking over the beautiful game. Like you weren't singing North London Forever when you last came to the Emirates, blood. Don't do that. Don't friggin' do that. Right, okay.
All right, let's move on. Let's go.
Goal of the week is Duran, yeah? Player of the week? Who's the player of the week?
I got one from Goodison Park.
Oh.
Because I look at that game and I just thought to myself, Arsenal are going to get bullied there. They're going to get moved to. I looked at Decore, I looked at Guy, I looked at Onana, and I said, these are men. And you're going to that game with Fabio Vieira. That's what I thought to myself, hang on a minute, surely you're going to play Havertz there. Now, Havertz ain't the strongest guy in the world, but he's 6 foot, 2, 3, 4 maybe. He's got a bit of presence. He's the dual king, apparently. No. Scrap that. I want to play 5'7", scrawny Vieira. I want to play 5'8", scrawny Odegaard. I'm going to put behind them a man, £105 million man by the name of Declan friggin' Rice. Ran the show. That is what you call a proper midfield performance. Winning tackles, winning these deals, passing it forward, passing it quickly, press resistant, nothing fazed them. What a player. Thoroughbred. top of the range, number 6. £105 million. We're not going to talk about that fee ever again because the guy is top quality. Thank you very much.
AD, that's a fantastic. You've won it. You've won it. Rice, baby, indeed, is the player of the week. About to say it could, it could be Rice, could be Gross. People are agreeing with you there. Obviously, Oscar had to go in with that. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, man screamed that he had mental health, so I should just back him for scoring that. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the freaking hell.
What about Spurs fans' mental health?
I like it.
What do you
made them suffer.
Few goals across 2 seasons for 50 million quid. What about Tottenham Toes mental health? What about that?
Weekly question. Please tell me why the Top Boy writers thought, are you ready to squeeze off on a man? And whose man gonna done were acceptable lines?
Hey, let's not talk about Top Boy. That season was a trash. A girl wanted to buy not 1, not 2, not 3 nail shops, but 9 with drug money.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I saw the why of the year. Do you remember
why is it called why? By the way, why is it called why? I don't understand.
Why for that?
Why for that? Okay.
I saw a man, but he only put the gun in the man's mouth. Did you see that?
Yeah, that scene was nuts though. I'm not gonna lie.
Moving too mad. I had to report it.
Whoa! This is the strongest pause of the night. I said, why was the light gagging on? All right. He had to come off cam because he had to come off the killer cam.
Why was too mental?
Who's man gonna done gets me every time. Okay, you're lying. Big up the crew. Oscar's just hating, by the way. Look at this. Player of the week for an average performance at relegation fodder. Adrian has lost his mind. 100 million, and he's purring over a 7 out of 10 at Goodison. Oscar, you're a disgrace. When
for the last 5 years in a row, damn right. Damn right.
Listen, Enzo Fernandez made his debut and had one touch with his right foot. Oscar had a frigging hard on about it. Get out.
Enzo Fernandez has won like 5 games since he's been here.
Bro, he said, what did he say? Did he say he's top 5 in the league?
He's a frigging liar. This guy, man.
How about he wins 5 games?
Has he got 5 wins since being at Chelsea? Frigging clown.
Genuinely, I think it's about that.
6. I think it's 6 in total.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Frigging dross. Chelsea are dross, blood. Shower of absolute garbage, bro. That's what they are. What's it called?
Can I say something? Obviously, not to double the Chelsea, but did Chelsea need to go down this way?
Oh, it's unnecessary.
It's got £1 billion. Like, why do this whole? Why not just buy proper players now?
Bro, someone on my way back from Everton, someone on 5 Live said we need to spend about another £1 billion to rectify the striking problems. I just said this guy's tapped. Where did they find these people? You know, man are from like Rochdale and them thing there. Listen, I'm full UK to the London to the world. When man them start talking from other shires. Yeah, well, you're from Lincolnshire and Yorkshire and all these Chestershire. I know you're tapped, blood. Warwickshire and them man there. Leicestershire talk trash, blood.
Peter, do you know what's sad?
What's sad?
He's got half a point. They need to go again
because Jackson is not the answer after that. But they need to go again because Jackson ain't the answer. Let me tell you that right now. Team of the week, lads.
To be fair to him, but that's another one. I actually think like. He's got some good elements to him. I think he will be a good striker, but not today.
No, I don't think he will be good. Team of the week.
He's good. He's got good link-up play. He's physical. He's finishing.
How many players do you say that about? How many players do you say that about? They never reach their potential. Yeah, they never do. When you have to start giving that side comment, you see in English, you know how there's not one answer. You could be so wrong, but if you've backed it, they give you the marks. That's why I hate that subject. Maths, 2 + 2 is 4. That is it. There's
not 3.5. It's not 4.5. I don't give a damn.
It is what it is. They're facts. Anyway, team of the week, guys. Come on, let's go. Brighton, surely. For dressing
Brighton, mate.
Yeah,
Brighton, mate.
are the team of the week. And we said goal of the week. Is that it? Oh, not that guy. Who's not that guy? this
Bro,
week?
I have to give it to all the supporters, yeah, of supporting Harry Maguire, bro.
The Maguire Defense League,
The Maguire Defense League, yeah.
MDL.
Especially Mikel Antonio, bruv. You're not that guy, blood.
The same Mikel Antonio that rinsing Richarlison.
That was a fast. That was he's an ignoramus. He's a friggin' ignorant. How can he? It was even 2 weeks ago. It was no less than 2 weeks ago.
Honestly.
Like, where were all these guys when he was costing us? Where was everyone when he was costing us? Absolute myth, stinker of a choice of an individual to support. Of all the people you should support, that's the guy.
Honestly.
Nah, man.
Honestly, it's a farce, lads. It's a friggin' farce. Okay,
Sort it out. That's what I'm giving it to, mate.
That's what I like to hear. All right,
I got one.
Go through, Adri, real quick.
So this one emanates from the championship, right? There was a game on Friday. There was a game on Friday night where Southampton were beaten 4-1.
Oh yes,
by Leicester City. Now, if you watch, now what I'm going to do is first of all, let me just give you some little preamble. If you watch the game, if you watch just the quality of goals that this Southampton side give away, all they do is pass it to Leicester and let Leicester score.
Literally.
This individual, I don't know if he thinks he's playing quantum physics. It's just pass into a coma. Pass into damn right. Whoa. Why?
Yeah, whoa. Sounds like a dinosaur. There go on.
Bro, he's literally passing into oblivion. And do you know what I love most about Brexit Vardy?
Go on.
I don't care about all your tiki taka, your tikka masala, your TK Maxx. Give me the ball in the box. I'm gonna blast it. 1-0. Later. And you've got this pretentious muppet playing inverted fullbacks, a 3-1-2-1-2-1-2 formation, rod meters, registers, you name it, he does it. His managerial career saw him start off at MK Dons, the Milton Keynes Dons, right? He then went to Southampton. Sorry, he went to Swansea City for a couple of years. He then went to Southampton. Interestingly enough, this guy was actually a former professional footballer. Do you know what he's most famous for? Do you know that the pinnacle of his career? This was the guy that Luis Suarez every season used to walk in the leads. I don't care if you're playing with Sebastian Bassong. I don't care if you're playing with Daniel Ayala. I'm gonna slap 3s and 4s on your head top. And you think as a manager, you think you're the bee's knees, bro. When the one goal they scored, do you know how they scored it, Peter? Do you know how they scored it?
How?
A long ball from a goal kick. This guy is a fraud. He's a fraud. Southampton should be balling out in the championship, but they're not because of Russell.
Bomber. Oh my god. Oh,
Kenneth Alexander Martin. You're not that guy, bro. Sort it out. Bro, football's a simple game.
It's a simple game.
But what? I don't know. He's passed it. He's done like 180 passes. And then Leicester will just nick the ball and score. Yeah, Russell Martin, man.
Love it.
Cutting up, bro.
Friggin' love it. Very quickly, predictions. I need to go. I need to actually leave right now. Champions League tomorrow. Okay, Feyenoord Celtic. Oh my god, that the fact. Do you know what? This group, Feyenoord Celtic, Lazio, Atletico Madrid is full of nothing but the fans are gonna tear up every ground. AC Milan versus Newcastle United at 5:45 on tomorrow.
Draw, bruv. Draw.
Oh, you lot are saying draw.
Draw.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go with a Milan win. Paris Saint-Germain versus Borussia Dortmund.
Push draw.
Paris.
Yeah, Paris.
think so too. On the Wednesday night, Bayern Munich versus Manchester United.
How many?
How many?
No, I think it'll be a close-knit game. Ten
Bayern.
Hag back to his old stomping grounds. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kane is slapping you lot, bro.
He's a fraud, man.
Kane's going to show everyone why they should have signed him this summer. See your Højlund and your Martials and your Greenwoods and your whatever. Here's why you should friggin' sign me. I guess Arsenal PSV people will assume Arsenal home win, or are we saying otherwise? Arsenal back in the Champions League. Love it. Okay. On Thursday, Liverpool are playing Lask away. Bloody hell, 5:45. Oh God.
Yeah, that's
Brighton are playing AEK Athens in a group which has Ajax and Marseille in it. Fantastic scenes, Joe.
Wow.
West Ham against Baka Topoloka. Is there any Friday night football? No. Well, there's Birmingham versus QPR, but we're not talking about that. Saturday, let me see. Is there any big game on Saturday? The biggest game probably is Burnley at home to Manchester United after what could happen against them against Bayern Munich. What do you guys think?
This is embarrassing.
Burnley Man United. This is embarrassing. That we're even bringing it up as topic.
But Man United, come on,
It's
bro.
got to be Man United, surely. It's got to be Man
Okay.
United. Away at
Okay.
Burnley. By the way, you're playing at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Who stitched you up with that time? Oh my God.
Anyway, so they're in Lancashire anyway, so it's not.
Yeah, it's all right for them to be fair.
It's all right for them, man. There.
All right, Sunday. Let's go. There's a lot of games on Sunday. Sunday, Arsenal versus Tottenham. Let's get into it.
Arsenal.
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 I was gonna say you better wash your mouth.
Arsenal.
Chelsea at home to Chelsea at home to Aston Villa. Guys, Unai Emery is having a party, mate. I'm sorry.
Is he?
Villa win, mate.
That's a Villa win, mate.
Are you invited?
Ollie Watkins. Oh, Diaby. You know what I'm saying? What's my man's name? Bailey. You know them way there. Zaniolo. Come on.
They got players.
They beat them like 2-0 last year at the Emirates, no? Sorry, not at the Emirates, at Stamford Bridge.
Who Villa? Can't remember.
Yeah,
actually.
it wasn't like John McGinn.
They probably did. Yeah, they probably did. So 2-0 Villa. People are saying Villa win. Even Oscar Chelsea fans saying Villa win.
Really?
Yeah, man. Chelsea are dead. Dead food
I
fam.
can't believe we're saying this early, you know.
Chelsea are dead, blood. They're dead. Gone. Buried. Finished.
Damn.
What? Finished. Yeah, they're saying it was Potter's last game. I said Chelsea's lineup versus Bournemouth looked like the Gulab Gala.
You what?
The Gulab Gala.
Oh.
Liverpool at home to West Ham United.
Liverpool.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. That.
That's what I'm saying.
But we need to bully Antonio, man.
This will probably show a bit more of Liverpool's character, even though they did show character at Newcastle. But Newcastle looked like a bit of a basket case as well. But yeah, this will show a little bit about Newcastle. About Liverpool. Sorry, West Ham.
Especially
Liverpool.
on the break as well. Like they've got some good players. And I tell you what, for someone that wasn't the biggest fan of James Ward-Prowse, boy.
Oh, scrumptious player. Lovely. Scenes of glorious emotion. Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on this week's Top 4 Podcast. Make sure you share, subscribe, like this video at Top 4 Podcast on Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube, X, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We're everywhere, boy. YouTubes, of course. Until next Monday, we're back at 8 p.m. Peace.
Peace, people.
Peace.
Later.